Okay, I should be live in about a second. Hang on, guys. The game is loading. Anyways. So I hope I'm live right now. Let me see, I'll refresh the page. Yep, it's okay, it's working, awesome. So hello everyone, I'm Santiago, and today I'm gonna be testing Red Dead Redemption 2 on the 1050 Ti, 1060, 570, and if we have time, we're going to test the 750 Ti as well. Sure, why not? So 1 second before jumping into the options menu. Hello guys, how's it going? Holy hell, 600 people. I'm going to disable the music, you know, copyright. So I already tested the first stage on the 1050 Ti and 570, and I have pretty bad news. On the 1050 Ti, I had to use low settings, or a mix between medium and low, to get 30 frames per second, with some drops into the 20s. We seem to be GPU bound. Also, the game is running on Vulkan. You have an option to go for DirectX 12, but it crashes. The game just crashes. So I'm just going to keep everything on medium, first of all. So I'll change the status to medium. But the good news is that if you have an AMD card, when you put Vulkan, you get like double the performance in comparison to this card. What I mean by that is that on the 570, you get like double the frame rates than on this card. So yeah, I'm going to be using medium with the Vulkan API. So yeah, a lot of options, just like on GTA 5. So let me apply the settings, and I have to launch MSI Afterburner. Yeah, I forgot about that. Give me just 1 second. It won't take long. MSI Afterburner. Alright, awesome. So let's get right into the game. The good thing is that you don't have to restart the game for most of the options. So you don't need to go back and forth. So we jump straight into the game. Wish me luck. But yeah, sorry about the bad news. I wanted to test it right away. Okay, the game crashed. Wonderful. Good thing I can give it a second run. Oh, one other thing. If you have the game on the Epic Game Store, it was cheaper for me to get it there. You're going to run the Rockstar launcher anyways, so if you can get it on the Rockstar launcher, it'd be better. But yeah, the game crashed. Wonderful. It worked when I tested it the first time around. Give me 1 second, guys. Yeah, launch the game from the Rockstar launcher. No way. Está rotísimo. Bueno, sí, o sea, no corre bien, pero se ve bien el juego por lo menos. One thing I have to point out though, despite being on the lowest settings or medium settings, the game looks pretty good anyways. But yeah, it takes a while. Sorry about that, guys. RIP 1050 Ti. Yeah, well, yes. The problem here is that you only have Vulkan and DirectX 12. Probably if you had, I don't know, DirectX 11, the 1050 Ti has a better chance, but there's no option for that. Hopefully that improves in the short range, whatever that means. In the short term, better said. And one other thing that I noticed is that the cursor when you're playing the game doesn't go away, so you have a cursor while you're playing, which sucks, but hey, it always happens on Rockstar games, I guess. Alright, let's try it one more time. Oh, I also installed the game on an SSD so it loads faster. Hopefully that helps us out. And the RAM usage was over 8 gigabytes. Not sure if on DirectX 12 that will be better. But on Vulkan I always go over 8 gigs of RAM usage most times. Remember that the start of the game is super slow. By slow I mean the story is very slow to get to the point. So to get to cities and all that kind of stuff, I'll wait for the 1060 or 570. This will be just to show you the numbers in the first stage. A lot of particles, a lot of volumetric lighting. So yeah, as you can see, we're already in a cinematic, and this is real time. So it's 30 frames per second. And now with all the effects on screen, we get 24 frames, as you can see on screen. So we're about to get into gameplay, but I'll show you other resolutions using the same settings, because using low and high, the difference wasn't that big in the performance. So that's something to keep in mind. So yeah, as you can see, we're now into the game. And I'm getting 26 frames on medium settings. So yeah, this is not a good look at all. As you can see, it runs bad, pretty bad. But the game looks amazing, don't get me wrong. It just runs like ass. So yeah, I mean, for comparison's sake, the 570 using slightly higher settings gets 50 frames per second. So this is definitely due to the generation of this GPU that doesn't support this API that well. That's my... that's what I suppose. So yeah, let's just go straight away for medium settings, for 900p. Because this is not playable, at least in my opinion. 1 second, guys. That wasn't what I wanted. Thanks, game. 1 second, guys. 900p. Alright. Perfect. Let me change the status to 900p medium. But yeah, I already see the rage in the comments. I don't blame you guys. It's not running well. At least on this card. But yeah. Okay, so 900p medium. We're still... well, we're into the 30s with drops into the upper 20s. So yeah, I think that low settings is a good thing to test right now. Well, 30 frames. So upper 20s, low 30s, pretty much. Any good news about the 1060? I'm going to switch to the 1060 right after this one. But on the 1050 Ti I won't stay super long. Because, well, as you can see, it runs bad on the 1050 Ti. Let me check very quickly 720p. .720p. Okay. So let's swap to 720 very quickly. So the status is 720p medium, sorry. So yeah, let's head back. And I'll swap this away. So if you swap to 720p, well, you're into the mid 30s instead of the low 30s. So this should be the best graphics possible, to say it in some way, on this card. Yeah, I mean, Chapter 2 will run better, I have no doubts about that. It's due to the heavy snow and all that stuff. But I mean, this is the very start of the game. When you start the game, this is the first thing that you'll see. The snow map is very demanding, it will work well in normal map. Yeah, I know, but I don't know, this is the first impression. Once we get into a place with less effects on screen, because there's heavy effects everywhere, I'm going to swap to 1080p again, but in the meantime, I want to do 720. But I mean, on the 570 on 1080p medium to high settings, I was getting 50 frames, upper 40s, so the difference is huge. Just for the different API. I think that the biggest problem on this card, again, is the Vulkan API. Probably on the RTX 12 we get better numbers on the Pascal NVIDIA cards. But yeah, the 1050 Ti wasn't good at Vulkan or the RTX 12. It's usually good at the RTX 11. But as you can see now, we got a 10 FPS boost by just getting away from the starting area. So yeah, I don't know. I'll try to keep going into the part that has the... what's the name of this? Into the part with less snow. We'll be into a mountain. It's not... in a not long time, we'll be into the mountains. There won't be a storm or anything like that. But this seems to be a good stress test at the moment. I want to get to the Saint Denis... the Saint Denis city. That one destroys the consoles, so that will be interesting. But yeah, I mean, I won't wait till the sun comes out to swap GPUs. But yeah, in the worst case scenario, as you can see, it's pretty difficult. I mean, you're not getting 60 frames on this card, at least not in the usual resolutions. Texture to medium. I already tried low textures before starting the video, it didn't make a difference, so it's not a texture problem. When I swapped to low textures, it was like 2.6 gigabytes of VRAM usage, so no worries about that. DX11? No, there's no DX11. It's only DX12 and Vulkan. DX12 crashes, I mean the game just doesn't boot, even on the 570. So Vulkan is the only option for me right now. But despite being medium settings, the game looks very good still. So I think that with mods the game will be performing much better, that's for sure. We need more tweaking potential here. Yeah, textures are on ultra, but we have enough VRAM. I mean, for ultra textures, I think that 4 gigabytes is more than enough. I'll just try to go right away to the action, so I can get a good difference. But I mean, the game controls significantly better than on PS4. I had the game on base PS4. And I can tell you right away, the controls are significantly better. I don't feel the latency on the controls like on the PS4 version. So yeah. The game is playable, yeah, but you're required to lower settings or resolution. The very start of the game has a lot of particles, a lot of effects on screen, so it kinda makes sense. Very GPU bound, as you can see. Which is a good thing. I didn't want the game to be super CPU bound, probably in the cities. Yeah, the cities will be much worse on the CPU. But yeah, at the moment we are GPU bound. Oh yeah, it controls a lot better than on PS4. Whoa. Okay, the game froze. Hopefully it didn't crash. Please, don't tell me it crashed. Yeah, it crashed. No, it didn't. Awesome. Ooh, I got scared for a second. Alright, gotcha. I'm terrible at this. But yeah, I mean, way better than on a controller. There's no latency on the controls, that's fantastic. So yeah, despite not being 60 frames, at least I can say that the controls are good. Okay. Yeah. Shut up, Dutch. Lower texture. I already told you, lowering textures didn't help. It was the same. Lowering textures only gave me less VRAM usage. It stayed around 2.5 gigabytes, so no need. I'll swap to the 1060. Give me a few seconds. I need to... Let me save the game very quickly. Sorry about that. It doesn't allow me to save. I don't want to start the game again. That's why I want to advance at least a little bit. Even worse than Odyssey? Yeah, way worse than Odyssey. The game is broken at the moment. What do you mean? The game runs. It just doesn't work on the X12. Sí, vamos a pasar a las 570. Y no sé por qué tiene esos tirones que se tranca. Also, guys, I said just in Spanish, it has some huge stutters every once in a while that I cannot explain. This happened to me on World War Z using Vulkan and NVIDIA cards, so maybe it's something related to that. But yeah. I mean, when there's nothing happening, the performance is much better, yeah. But I mean, look at this, it freezes for a few seconds, then it goes back. Alright, let's eat some stuff. But yeah. What do you said? Everything on low. I will. Be patient. Okay, just for the sake of it, let me go outside and try 1080p again. I mean, here we don't have the heavy snowing anymore, so probably 1080p is playable again. Let me try that right away. I'm just curious, that's it. So we put 1080 and I'll swap to low very quickly. 1080p medium. Alright, and I'll show you the frame rate. So now that there's no heavy snow, we're getting 30, yeah, upper 20s, medium 20s, lower 30s with some of the snow on screen. Let me see if lowering the settings to the lowest helps us out. Remember, lowering textures didn't make a difference, at least when I tried the game before. So let's put everything on low except in textures. Yeah, whatever. Low, 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 off, low, off. Let me see if I have to restart the game. Hopefully not. Yes, it does need to restart the game. Oh man. Okay, I'll restart the game very quickly. Let me see if there's any improvement anyways. Okay, there's a good improvement. Instead of 26, we're getting 30s. So I'll close the game and open it back up. Sorry about that, guys. Probably due to the grass quality. So we're going to put lowest. Low right now. I just need to, yeah, restart it. It takes a little bit. Hopefully I don't have to start from the beginning. But hey, better than nothing, I guess. And after that, I'm showing you the resolution. Yeah, if I put low in the as a preset, it'll change also the what's the name of this? It'll also change the textures. I don't want to change the textures. Whoa, 2,000 people are watching the stream. That has to be a bug. No way, 2,000 people are watching the stream. Jesus, that's insanity. Thank you, guys. I never had that many people. That's absolutely insane. I'm using the latest drivers. Why doesn't it support the X11? I don't know. Probably due to the huge open world, they need to use a more low-level API. I don't know. Probably if this was the X11, it will happen like on Assassin's Creed Odyssey, that you have a lot of high CPU usage, better said. So yeah. Why isn't the X12 starting? I don't know. If I knew, I will tell you, but I don't know. Okay. I mean, you have Vulkan and the X12. There is no other option. So yeah, I had to use low settings because 1080p medium was dropping below 30 frames. Pretty unfortunate, but hey. If the X12 works, I'll compare it, of course. I'll make a comparison. I think this is because this Pascal card doesn't have good support for this API, as far as I know. Also, this game has the asynchronous compute option. I think it's automatic, you don't have any control over it. But I noticed that on the 570, if you look at the INI file, it says enabled. Yeah, I have to start from the beginning. Awesome. Awesome means, oh man, I have to do it again. But yeah, now instead of 26, I'm getting 30. So maybe 1080p low is the best option if you don't want to lower the resolution. But you don't have any anti-aliasing, any ambient occlusion. It's pretty flat. But the game still looks pretty good. Well, this is 26 frames. Awesome. Not looking good again. But yeah, this game is 150 gigabytes. No, it's 112 gigabytes. But yeah, I mean, after 100 gigabytes, it's all the same, right? Anyways. So, here we start with the beginning. A very heavy scene. And now instead of 24 frames, I'm getting 30s. Okay, better than nothing, I guess. But yeah, still dropping below 30. This is one of the heavy areas. And I don't get those stutters. The game freezes for a couple seconds and then comes back. So yeah, not sure what's going on with that. But the game feels significantly smoother, that's for sure. Although despite that, the game looks pretty good, still. The tracks in the snow are significantly flatter than the PS4 version. So the PS4 is probably a mix between medium and low, for what I'm seeing here. But still, I mean, this is 900p territory, I think. Yeah, 900p should be a better option here. So yeah, whatever. I'll put 900p now, play a couple more minutes and swap to the 1060. After that, I'll go to the 570. Because if not, I'll never finish this live stream, and well, that's not good. So yeah, now it's 900p low. If you're using 720p, I recommend medium settings. Medium settings seems to be okay. Other than that, yeah, 1080p low. Maybe an overclock is a good idea. Yeah, I think this is the best resolution you can get. 900p low. At least in this area. I mean, when there's no heavy snowing, all those effects, it's probably going to be a lot better. But this is the first impression. I mean, you just open the game and this is what you see. Lower texture? No need to lower textures. You lower textures, it runs the same, but uses less VRAM. I tried that already. Yeah, the cinematic experience. I'll put the 570 after the 1060. The 570 requires me to install a different set of drivers. How do you fix the mouse cursor? There's an option for the mouse to be constrained into the window in the graphics menu. Just try that. That should fix it. At least that'll help me out. But yeah, try that and see what happens. But yeah, also I can see that the beards, the hair, better said, has a lot of aliasing. That seems to be due to the lack of TAA, so maybe enabling TAA is a good idea, so the transparencies don't look so bad. GPU overclock? No, but you can overclock it to usually 1900 MHz. This is at 1759. So if you overclock it to 1900, it's probably going to be a little better. Also the VRAM, maybe you can get it to 4000, not sure. But yeah, it won't be a huge difference, but it'll be an improvement, that's for sure. Yeah, I got textures on Ultra. I already explained that like 70 times, so yeah. Anyways, I think it's pretty self-explanatory. I'm going to swap to another GPU. Let me know which one do you want. If it's the 570 or the 1060, I'll use both. But probably the 1060 will be first, because I have the drivers installed already. Let me check very quickly something. Yeah, whatever. Yep, I need to put the 1060, so sorry about that, guys. I'll put the 570 after that. Yeah, 1060, 1060, 1060, 570, 570. Okay, it seems to be the majority the 1060. So we're going to do that. I'm going to swap to the 1060. Sorry about the hole in the wall. I know, pretty unprofessional. But anyways, let's swap to the 1060. So here's the 1050 Ti, the one I was using. Let's put that to the side. And I have a 1060 here, the 6 gig version. Let's put it in the test bench. Okay. HDMI cable in, 8-pin cable in, and we'll be back right away. Okay. We jump start the PC. Also, I forgot to mention, guys, I'm using the latest drivers, the game ready driver for Red Dead Redemption 2. Sorry about the image, it's terrible. I'll fix it. Okay, perfect. And now I'm just installing the drivers. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm going to change the preview to 1060. Yeah, I need to change many things. But it won't take long. So the specs now is 1060. And the 570 will be after it. Why am I using an 8100F? Well, it's very affordable. Plus, quad-core CPUs are, I don't know, are cheaper than usual. They're like $100. So yeah. And we were not CPU bound, we were GPU bound by quite a bit. I mean, yeah, GPU bound by a lot. It was like 20%, no, 40% CPU usage. So yeah. I'm going to put probably high settings on the 1060 just to try it out. But yeah, I'm still installing the drivers. Be patient, guys. It won't take long. Thanks, James. Appreciate it. Actually, 9100F is pretty good. Yeah, in my opinion, at least it performs, it's pretty acceptable for a quad core. It reaches like 4 GHz, so yeah. And also swapping CPUs takes a long time. I mean, if swapping a GPU takes me 10 minutes, swapping the CPU will take me like 15 or 20 minutes. I have to change all the connectors or all that stuff. I prefer to be as quick as possible swapping parts because I get a black screen. And who likes seeing a black screen? Nobody. Alright. Okay, it's installed. Awesome. I'm going to jump right into Red Dead 2. So I'm launching the game now. Thank you for your patience. Alright. So I'm back into the PC now, launching the Epic Games launcher to also launch the Rockstar launcher. So if you want to buy the game and it's not cheaper for you on the Epic Games Store, get it on the Rockstar launcher, or wait a month and get it on Steam. That's my recommendation. But yeah, it requires you to always use the Rockstar launcher, just like GTA 5. So yeah, Ryzen 5 at 1050 Ti will be the same. Use 900p low settings, 1080p low settings, or 720p medium to high on the 1050 Ti. How old am I? I'm 23. I'm going to be 24 in about a week, so that should be fun. Oh, it's on 900p, okay. It won't take long. Keep spamming. Yeah, I don't have the what's the name of this? The slow mode. I couldn't find it, so I cannot even read chat. It's so freaking quick. Who wants to buy me a GPU? Probably you. 750 Ti? Well, probably. If I have time at the end of the stream, I'll be doing it. Okay, finally we get a screen. Wonderful. Vulkan trash? Yeah, it depends on what GPU you have. If you have an AMD GPU, whoa, Vulkan is the next coming of God. What about a 1662 gigabytes? Oh, 1660, no, 660. Probably 720p low, and I'm not sure if you'll get 30. We'll see. I have to test the 750 Ti to know that one. It also has a weird issue with the menus. For some reason, it takes a long time to load the menu. The fade in black, it takes a long time. It's pretty weird. But anyways, output now 1080p. Then no VSync, no triple buffering, constrained mouse pointer. This is what I was saying, to avoid having the mouse pointer on your screen at all times. This helped me out, I think. Then the presets, we have ultra textures, high lighting. Yeah, let's put everything on high, just for the sake of it. If we need to lower everything, well, we'll do it. FXAA combined with TAA is usually good. Yeah, whatever. Okay. Full resolution, no, full resolution ambient occlusion, I don't want that. Well, let's put it there just for the sake of it. No motion blur, because why would you do that? And yeah, 60% geometry detail and grass detail, high trees, high parallax occlusion mapping, and high fur quality. Let's keep it like that. So this is 1080p high settings, pretty much. I'm going to restart the game so it applies the changes. But yeah, good thing I installed this on an SSD. Okay, and the menu is bugged now. It'll take a little bit. But yeah, as I was saying, good thing I installed this on an SSD, because the game takes a long time to load, even on this thing. I hate when this happens. So yeah, sometimes when you change settings and you want to restart the game from the menu, the game just holds it there for like 10 seconds and then restarts the game. So yeah, there are some issues, don't get me wrong. But yeah, I mean, at least I can play the game. I was expecting the game to just right away not work. And that happened using the X12, but using Vulkan, at least I can play the game. People are asking for a cracked version. Let me see if there's a cracked version. I don't think there is. But maybe, just maybe. Okay, we're back into the menu. Or not the menu, the start. I wish I could skip this. Whoa, the cracked watch page, it crashed. Awesome. A lot of people trying to see if Red Dead 2 is cracked. So yeah, that's hilarious. Okay. Almost there. Alright. So, wish me luck, guys. This is 1080p high settings, which is pretty much everything on high. Some stuff disabled because that's an ultra setting preset. So yeah. Let's see if we get 30 frames at least with high settings. Just turn down texture to high, it improves FPS. Yeah, well, I tried the same and it didn't work, so good for you. Codex, we need you. Yeah, I still cannot believe that there's over 3,000 people watching the stream. The maximum I had in my lifetime was like 500, so this is pretty wild. Okay, this is much better, 40 frames, at least in the first cutscene. It's probably going to be 30 frames locked, or yeah, below 30 when I move the camera. Okay, this is looking good. 30 frames on high settings. What the? Okay, that was a bug. For some reason Arthur fell off his horse before the cutscene. That's some Ubisoft stuff level there. Bug. Yeah, hello 20 Pedo. Finally a moderator is here. Oh, okay. There's a cursor on the screen. This is something people were talking to me about. I couldn't fix it then. Wonderful. So yeah, sorry about the cursor on the screen. It happened to me on GTA 5 the first time around too, so yeah, nothing I can do about it at the moment. But yeah, maybe I have to tweak some stuff to not get it below 30, but at least we're locked at 30 frames on high settings. Or that's what it seems. I'm using the 1060 6 gigabytes. As you can see, the RAM usage is over 4 gigabytes. So yeah. For some reason on the 1050 Ti, even if I use low textures, the VRAM usage was still like not over 4 gigabytes, it was like 3.5. So I don't really understand what's going on. But yeah, this is much better, that's for sure. I'll try to get to the first time you save the game, because this is getting ridiculous. I'm tired of playing the same part over and over. So yeah. My stream was commented on CS Rin SO, so 3.9k views. Jesus, well, thanks to those guys. I don't know who they are, but thank you so much for sharing the stream. But yeah, I mean, at least I'm getting 30 frames. On the 1050 Ti was below 30 on 1080p, even on the lowest settings. So yeah. The 570 will be pretty interesting, because it's Vulkan. I'm expecting the 570 to beat the 1060, and I don't get these stutters, those huge stutters that I'm getting every once in a while. High is the highest option. No, it's not. The highest option is ultra, so I'm getting... Yeah, this is not the highest settings, this is high. There's an ultra setting, and I think there's, on some options, there's something beyond ultra. So yeah, be aware of that. But yeah, I think this is a good way to get good graphics, and if you don't care about getting 60 frames, should be okay. But probably to get 60 you need 720p or something like that. But yeah, those stutters are super annoying. I don't know what's going on with that. It's like the CPU spikes to 100%, the GPU usage goes to 0%. And the game just freezes for a couple seconds like it's nothing. That is pretty annoying. Hopefully the 570 doesn't have that problem. Hopefully.
You run into anybody else?
But yeah.
I reckon we're the only ones crazy enough to be out in this, Morgan.
DM slow mode. Yeah, I want the slow mode, but I don't know how to enable it. I mean, they changed it to some other place, so yeah, I cannot read anything at all. But still, I can give you information. Yeah, I didn't know the recommended system requirements are for 30 frames. Yeah, I mean, sometimes developers are weird. But yeah, this thing with the mouse cursor on screen is super annoying. It reminds me of GTA San Andreas.
Okay, let's head down there.
Naruto mods in Red Dead Redemption 2, yeah, please. We need those right away. But guys, as I was saying a second ago, I'm trying to get the game to the part where it saves your progress, so I don't have to start from the beginning every single time. So yeah, after I do that, I'll start changing settings again. I'll swap to the 570, all the usual stuff. I'll also try to get 60 frames. It will be more interesting that way. The thing is that the start is super slow. So yeah.
Let me handle this. We don't want to spook these fine people.
Okay. Follow Dutch. I don't want to follow him. He walks so slowly. Jesus Christ. I go straight into position so I can start shooting. Yeah. Hopefully I can aim the weapon with the cursor on screen. Hopefully. The NVIDIA release driver for this game. Yes, this is the Red Dead Redemption 2 game ready driver. Yeah. So yeah. Peek out of cover.
Excuse me. Hello. Oh, hello, friend.
Will controller fix the mouse icon? I don't know, but I'll try it later. I don't want to connect a controller just in case the game crashes or something. But yeah. Let's hope the XL improves the performance on NVIDIA GPUs. Yeah, we hope.
We can't help you, mister.
Avengers mod in Red Dead 2. Yeah, that would be amazing. I have to play on low 1080p to get 65 FPS. Well, at least you can get 60s. Hopefully. Okay, and can aim and shoot. That's wonderful. So, sorry about the cursor. I cannot really control it. It seems that Rockstar didn't learn from GTA San Andreas, I think. And those stutters, I don't know what causes them, but they are there. At least the game doesn't crash when those freezes happen. That would be super annoying. But yeah, we need a patch. Oh, hello. I thought he was a friend. Yeah, I'll get him. Oh man, my aim. Found it. Awesome. Yeah. Shut up, Dutch. You always have a plan, Dutch. Yeah, I'll do the 570 after I get to the point where I can save the progress. Because if I cannot save the progress, well, I have to start from this part. This is a very slow part each time, and that's absolutely annoying. And I want to avoid it. You cannot run the game on at 60 frames ultra not RTX 2080? What? Well, it makes sense. I mean, seeing the frame rates I'm getting here. But yeah. I was expecting the game to run bad, but not this bad, honestly. I think that they just didn't give us many options to lower. I mean, if you put it on very low settings or whatever, the game doesn't look like a potato. It looks fantastic still. So maybe once we get the mods, the people made mods, we can get, I don't know, lower options than the ones that we have in the game. But yeah, the game seems to be trying to keep the aesthetic. That's maybe why the graphics don't look awful on low settings. That's just what I suppose, I don't know. But yeah.
Place is dry, warm.
Place is dry and warm. I love the accents.
See how they are when we get back.
1440p and 70 average FPS will be 40. Yeah, probably. If you're lucky. CJ mod soon to be released for Red Dead 2. Yes, please. I will download that right away. Come on, man. Move. Come on. I want to continue playing the game.
I'm going to start packing the horses. You keep looking.
Yeah. Keep looking, sure. Not a chance.
Grab anything you
I just want to continue with the story.
can meet me out here.
So I'll go right into this building. Oh, okay. I joined Dutch outside. Oh my, I'm an idiot. I played this already on PS4 yesterday to see how to get to the big city the fastest way possible. But the prologue of the game is so slow, painfully slow, and the stutters, yeah, the stutters are just super annoying. Is a gigabyte of RAM going to be enough? On DX12 maybe, but on Vulkan I don't think so. It goes over 8 gigabytes as soon as I get into the game. I mean, as soon as I launch the game into the campaign, it goes over 8 gigabytes, at least on the Vulkan thing. So yeah, probably not going to be a good idea to use 8 gigabytes. But maybe on DX12, 8 gigabytes is more than enough, who knows. On Vulkan I always get over 8 gigabytes of usage.
No. Not yet.
Yeah, interrogate.
Find out what they're doing here and where Colm is.
Yeah. Whatever.
Son of a bitch will talk.
Yeah.
Where's Colm O'Driscoll?
Come on. Please. Could you be done with it? I need to continue the story, dude. How would it run on a 1066 GB paired with an i5 6500 and 8 gigs of RAM? I'm not sure about the RAM, but that CPU and that GPU should be what I'm using right now, so probably high settings, 30 frames. Yeah, I'll try medium once I can save the game. If I can save the game, of course. Let's go for it.
Looks like you have this, Arthur. Do what you want with him. I don't care.
Yeah.
But bring that horse when you're done.
But yeah, sorry about this, guys. The prologue is painfully slow. Oh, pick up my gun and my hat. Tab. Really? Tab? At least I can see the buttons on screen. But yeah. Easy boy. Come on, please. RX 580 and Ryzen 5 1600 get 60 frames. I'm not sure, but probably. Considering on the 570 I got like 50 frames on medium to high settings. I'll have to test it. I played like 5 minutes at 50 frames on the 570. So the 580 is probably going to get 60s on medium, maybe, on Vulkan. Can you set the low preset? Yes, I'll change settings, change GPUs once I get to a place where I can save the progress. I don't want to do this again, it takes way too long. I mean, at the start the game is so slow, painfully slow. Okay, we found the woman. Great character, this one. Pretty hilarious. And stop spamming 570. Yeah, I'll swap to the 570 after I get to a place I can save. It's probably coming right up. But yeah, also the cinematics are in real time, most of them. So yeah, it seems to be a good stress test to see the cinematics. Now we're going to get to a place that there's not as much snowing going on. And these stutters, again, I cannot explain them. It just freezes for a couple seconds and goes back. That sucks. GTX 1650 is probably going to be, yeah, medium settings, 30 frames, I think, on 1080p. Alright. Let's hope I can save the game now. I'm getting impatient. Okay, finally a mission.
Ain't been seen in days. Weather ain't let up.
Alright, we're going to rescue Marston now.
Andy Smart.
Our favorite character.
Hello, Arthur.
Rest in peace budget cards. Yeah, pretty much.
Last I know,
If you're fine with 30
Bob was
frames,
headed up the
meh,
river.
you'll be okay.
For all we know, he kept riding north and never looked back.
Alright, come on. Let up with the stutters, please.
You wouldn't leave.
Wouldn't be the first
Not like that.
time.
Yeah, and the dialogue is, yeah, out of sync when the game stutters. Wonderful. Oh, please, let me skip the cinematic. Jesus. Come on. Can I use AMD Ryzen 5 2600G? There's a 2600G. What?
Hey, I see some smoke. Come on, let's
It
get
has
going.
DX12 on Vulkan. It doesn't have DX11. If it had DX11, I'll be using it.
Well,
So painfully slow.
somebody
Jesus. Finally, I can move again. I think.
that way.
Sure, well, come on then.
Let me see if I can save my progress. Please let me save. This is not in settings. I cannot save yet. Oh man.
There's some tracks leading to the river.
Yeah, I cannot save the game yet.
Hey,
I don't want to risk doing the first part all over, so let me continue a little bit more. After this mission, it should let me select what to do.
you tell me.
Oh yeah, this mission takes a while.
Could be anyone.
It takes a while because the horses don't run, they just go very slow here. They're talking, you have to watch the cinematic. Yeah, this is the problem with the game at the start. It's super slow,
And suddenly
ultra slow.
Bounty hunters?
No, Pinkerton.
But yeah, at least we have a good stress tests with the volumetrics and all the effects and particles. But yeah, this stutters. Sorry about that, guys. I don't know what's going on.
Watch out for this crevice.
But yes, super annoying.
Dutch killed the girl.
At least it's running better than the very start of the game. That's a good
But it
thing.
was a bad situation.
That ain't like him, though.
But yeah, not sure how some people are planning to run this at 4K. I don't see it.
Go left, down here.
Even at 2080 Ti, I don't think it will run at 4K 60. Hopefully I'm wrong, but
Shot.
it's not running well.
Both shot too.
It's super taxing
Sean,
on the
we don't
GPU.
even know. I'm surprised we escaped.
Yeah, I'll use the 570, but let me get to a place where I can save my progress.
We were only just holding on.
Bad business, all right.
Okay, here's running better, because there's no trees, very little vegetation.
Hard again.
We'll lose these tracks if we don't move fast.
Okay, nice. GTA 4 too. No, GTA 4 was significantly worse. GTA 4, even if you had the fastest GPU, you couldn't get anywhere close to 60 frames. The CPU wasn't maxed out, the GPU wasn't maxed out either.
Careful, it's getting
At least here
dark.
the GPU is maxed out. So the game is kind of taking advantage of what we have. Ah, the same freeze? You're getting the same freezes? Okay, maybe it's a problem with the game then. Awesome. I was thinking it was a problem with my PC, but maybe it's a problem with the game. But yeah, I mean, who likes getting 5-second freezes? Nobody. And the cursor on the screen, well, that's just a sin. Someone was just lazy.
Snow here.
Ferrari mods in Red Dead 2. That would be good.
Let's push on a little bit. Maybe
Why so many stuttering? I don't know. If I knew, I would tell you, but I don't know. But yeah, Marston should be around this part, where my cursor is.
You see that?
But we have to go all the way around. Because story. Because plot. Yeah, maybe it's Vulcan. Maybe. Maybe it's not. But the X12 didn't even launch.
Let's see if he can hear us.
So I don't want to try my luck again. Ryzen 5 2600 RX 580 should run better than this. On Vulkan it should, because the 570, as far as I remember, runs a little better than this, which is interesting. The 570 is usually a little behind the 1060 depending on the game, but Vulkan seems to help quite a bit. Come on, let me continue.
From up ahead somewhere. I don't think we can go much further on the whole.
Okay, let's get the shotgun,
Have to walk from here.
because reasons. Oh yeah, as you can see, I cannot run here. This just makes us waste time. It's just a video game. Let me run, please. But yeah, after the prologue, the game is amazing. So yeah, this is just the bad part, at least in my opinion.
It's coming from this way.
Go medium. Yeah, I'll change the settings once I get into a part I can save my progress. After that, we'll be fine. Come Forza Horizon 4, run on GTX 1063 gigs, i5 8400 gigs of RAM. I will get more RAM and I'll lower the textures to low. Other than that, it should be fine. Dual channel on the RAM is a must, so yeah. It uses more than 8 gigs of RAM. But dual channel is absolutely necessary to avoid stutter and crashing on that game.
Stay low under here.
Control to crouch, awesome. I'm getting used to the controls already, significantly better than on PS4. There's no latency on the mouse movement. Just a cursor on screen, absolutely fantastic, said no one ever. Once you get to a city, try the 1050 Ti again. Yes, of course, I'll do that. Also tomorrow I'll be doing the usual videos, because I test the cards on individual videos. And on that one I'll be running into the city and all sorts of things. But getting to the city area, the one I want to go, which is St. Denis, I think it's called, that takes me like 2 hours from the prologue. So the game is so painfully slow at the start that takes 2 hours to get there. And you have to complete like 3 missions. It's a pain in the ass. I mean, you cannot even run in this section.
How you doing?
750 Ti, well, maybe 720p low if we are lucky.
I know.
But yeah, we'll find out tomorrow on that one.
Here.
Not the average low high FPS statistics. I mean, why? Why would I? It doesn't work properly.
Let's keep
Nice
moving.
lag. Yeah, I don't know why it stutters. Pretty weird.
Marston, you hear me?
Marston, you hear me? Jason. Jason.
Where are you?
Jason.
John.
Jason.
That's John.
Hello everyone, I'm Santiago, and today I'm gonna be stuttering on Red Dead Redemption 2.
Over here. All right. Hot down, Marston.
Come
Down
on.
here.
It's down here. Alright.
That's quite a scratch you got there.
Finally we found Marston. Now we have to slowly walk to the horse. Slowly walk there.
This way.
Because it's not urgent by any means. Marston is almost dead. But you have to slowly get into the horse. Yeah, this is the 6 gig card. My 570 and i7 8GB will not be able to run this monstrosity. Well, now the RAM usage as list is not 8GB. At the very start with all the trees and things, it was like 8GB.
See that on the ridge?
So yeah. Drivers, yeah, the latest ones. The ones ready for Red Dead 2.
I'll distract him while you get to the horses.
Okay, I can finally shoot again. Awesome. And here, since there's not a lot happening, the performance is better. So yeah. Yeah, shotguns are for short range. That's a good note. Oh man. My aim is way off. Okay, gotcha. Okay, awesome.
Good work.
Got him. And yeah, thanks for the stutters game. That's what bothers me. The stutters. Other than that, at least I can play it. But it shouldn't be like that. You pay for these games. They should work. Let's go, boy. Come on, move, man. I don't have all day. Thanks, man. Lag. Maybe on the AMD cards we don't get this issue. Who knows? Maybe. Terrible port. Well, it depends. I mean, the game looks good. Don't get me wrong.
I don't feel too good.
You'll be fine.
You'll be fine.
Just like a dog bite.
Knew a fella? Got bit by a dog.
GT 1030, I don't think it will run the game at 720p.
You ain't gonna die.
Probably at 540p, low settings. You might get 30 frames. Or maybe with community mods, we can get the graphics even lower. Because the game looks great, even on low settings. Alright, wonderful. Oh yeah, silky smooth aiming, despite being 30 frames. Come on, the stutters. Come on, come on. Oh man, that is so annoying.
Got more wolves on the left. Lárgate de aquí.
Alright. I aim better on horseback than on foot. Very weird.
So,
Low settings, yes. After I get to a part I can save my progress.
just about.
How will it run on the 580? Probably better than this. It runs better on AMD, it seems. At least on the Vulkan API.
Blackwater, now this. You had a hell of a time.
Excuse me.
North or
DRM stutter? No, it doesn't seem to be because the CPU is not maxed out. The DRM doesn't run on the GPU, it runs on the CPU.
None of us are lucky right now.
But who knows, maybe. We'll find out soon enough.
Should ride in the water for a bit. Try to lose a scent.
Oh yeah, now that there's more effects on screen, we drop back into the 30s instead of the mid-40s.
with a better story for that scar.
So yeah.
So, freezing, bleeding, starving.
But I'm just interested to see how the city will run, because the city also has those volumetric effects, but it has a ton of NPCs, a ton of geometry, it has also a lot of vegetation.
Push hard, get back.
So I think that will be a good stress test once I get there.
Up ahead, John. That's where we camped. Nearly there.
But yeah, we're almost to the part where it saves the progress, so I'm pretty excited. What about GTX 1660 Ti? Probably 1080p Ultra over 30 or 1080p medium 60. That's what I think. I don't know if that's true. We'll find out, but not today, because that's the card I'm using to do this live stream.
Some help. We need some help here.
Come on,
Excuse
up
me.
and down.
But yeah, viva Chile. Bueno, viva todos los países.
There we go.
Performance on the Radeon 7, probably much better than this, because, well, AMD on Vulkan, pretty good. Usually, DX11 support? No, there's no DX11 option.
We've been running for weeks.
Okay, hopefully I can finally save my progress,
There in some old abandoned mining town while we wait to thaw.
but yeah.
Hardly the spring I had been hoping for.
RX 570, yes, almost there. Almost there.
What now, Dutch?
Let me save the progress. Please let me save it, please. Yes, finally I can save my progress. Wonderful. Thank you, Alexandre Oliveira, for the 2 Brazilian reais. This game doesn't have support for DX11. No, it doesn't. The game only has DX12 and Vulkan. DX12 crashes at the moment. So yeah, not many options for me here. But thank you so much for the donation, man. Highly appreciated. Alright. Perfect. Now I'll finally change settings, so let's go to medium. Hopefully I don't need to restart the game, but if I do, whatever. Things that happen. So medium lighting, medium global illumination, medium shadows, medium far shadows, medium ambient occlusion, medium reflections, medium mirror, low water, medium water, volumetrics on medium, particles on medium, tessellation on medium, TAA on medium, soft shadows on medium, grass on medium, long shadows off, full resolution screen space, ambient occlusion disabled, this on medium, physics, word physics on medium. Estaría bueno que hables español también. Bueno, gracias Leandro por los 20 pesos argentinos. Lamentablemente no puedo hablar 2 idiomas simultáneamente y hay mucha gente que no habla español. pero cuando me escriben en español respondo en español. El problema es que no estoy leyendo mucho, pero muchas gracias por la donación, se aprecia mucho. So, now medium, medium, medium. Como estaba diciendo en inglés, todo en medio ahora. Y vamos a reiniciar el juego. So, as you can see guys, medium settings, 1080p. We're going to apply the settings and restart the game. Hopefully, it does right away. Alright, restarting the game. So, 1080p medium. And after that, we'll try low. And after that, we'll do... what's the name of this? We'll do 60 frames per second, if that's even possible. If we have to lower the resolution, so be it. But it'll be interesting. Texture quality is ultra, what the hell? Yes, texture quality is on ultra because that doesn't affect performance here. We have enough VRAM for that. On SSD, yeah, this is on SSD. Put the chat on slow mode. I cannot find that. Sorry. I'm trying to find... oh, never mind. I think they changed that. Yeah, they changed the location of that, so I cannot find it. I'm an idiot, I know. But I'm trying to be a good idiot. Let me see while the game is loading. Oh, here it is. Yeah, I'm definitely an idiot. Seconds between messages, probably 20 seconds. Now let's do 30. A cinematic slow mode. Thank you, man. Okay. Now we have slow mode. Thank you so much for that. I apologize for not knowing how to do it. I don't usually have that many chats. It's kind of ridiculous. Also, one other thing, the menu has a problem, like on GTA 3, that it takes a long time to, I don't know, to show up for some reason. So, okay, everything is on medium. Let's now go back to the previous part. As you can see, it takes a while. And okay, sorry about that, I hit the mic. And we go back into the story. Hopefully it goes back to the place I saved. Test online. No, the online mode will be something to do later. Right now I want to just test the single player campaign so I can see the ideal settings or whatever. And after that, maybe in a separate video I'll do the online mode, because that's probably not going to be the same as doing single player. A lot more variables, to say it in some way. Wonder if 8 GB will be enough. I don't know. I might test that later on a separate video. But yeah, maybe on the X12. Vulkan usually uses a lot of system RAM in my experience. So maybe it has to do with it. We'll see. And one other note, the game is on an SSD. And as you can see, it takes quite a bit of time to load despite that. So NVMe SSD maybe helps out. I don't have the RX 580, but I have a 570 right here. Alright. So we're back into the game now. And instead of the mid-30s on high, we're getting... I was standing right there next to the fire. Okay, we get 10 FPS more. I was expecting a bigger boost, but hey, better than nothing. Yeah, around 10 to 13 FPS more. Alright. So yeah, that's medium settings for you. Low setting is probably going to be 5 FPS more, I think. I'm not sure. But yeah. Okay. Let me try lowering to 720p to see if we can get at least 60 frames on medium settings. I won't go to 900p now because I know it's a very small boost. So yeah, I'm trying to get my hopes up at the very least. Alright, so the status now is 720p medium. Interesting that 720p is necessary on a on a 1060 now. But hey, whatever. So 720p, okay, we're getting 70 frames. So probably for 60 frames and medium settings, 720p is a good option. I'm not sure if the city will make it even worse. But as you can see now, jumping from 30 to 70 gave us more CPU usage. We're now into the 70% range. And there's GPU power, the GPU power is not used at 100%. So yeah, better CPU is a good idea. But yeah, Interesting. Yeah, I'll try 900p very quickly. For more for more settings, I'll be doing a video tomorrow about this, so I can go straight to the city. This is just like a first look. Tomorrow there will be like 4 or 5 videos testing this game on different GPUs and CPUs. So yeah, the status now is 900p medium. Oh, okay, 60 frames, not bad. Probably with a lot more effects on screen is going to drop into the 50s, but this is not bad actually. I was expecting 40s, mid 40s, low 50s. Not bad. Considering how it is, I mean, it's not running good, but I was expecting worse. This is what I was expecting on a lower end GPU. But yeah, 50 to 60, 900p medium. So yeah. Okay. Let's swap to the 570 now. So yeah, I'm going to shut down the PC. Give me 1 second, guys. I have to do all the magic to make it work. I have to remove the driver, install the 570's driver, because if not, I'm going to take a long time. It's been an hour already, and I want to get to the city. That'll be another hour. It won't take long. But yeah, I have to delete the drivers, install the AMD drivers. It takes a while. Shut up, PC. Okay, NVIDIA, clean and shut down. I'll be there in no time. Watch the 570 get 80 FPS. Yeah, probably. I mean, the 570 on Vulkan, it's amazing. I mean, it's usually amazing, better said, AMD. Do your best stuff, 570. Yeah, the 570 is just waiting here for its turn. The AORUS version. So yeah, I'm deleting drivers now. It's annoying, but it has to be done, unfortunately. Almost there. Deleting the NVIDIA driver. There's no DX11. There's no DirectX 11. I cannot try something that doesn't exist in the game. Why do you get more CPU usage on 720p? Because when you get a higher frame rate, the CPU usage is also higher. I mean, the higher the CPU, the higher the frame rate, the higher the CPU usage. So if you're aiming, that's why on CS:GO, when you're getting 300 frames, it uses way more CPU than when you're getting 60s, for example. Okay, so bye bye 1060. It was fun. So let's put the 570 in now. Please work. Okay, HDMI cable in. Power cable in. All right. Perfect. Let's boot the computer. Alright, so now I have to install the driver for the 570. In the meantime, I'll change all the things and stuff like Rick would have said. RX 570. Rewind for 1060 and 1050 Ti. So you guys know what to do. And here I'll put just RX 570. Okay, awesome. Now I have to install the RX 570's drivers. Wish me luck. Hopefully nothing crashes. Okay, I have a residue from a previous driver. Wonderful. Let me delete that very quickly. The X11 isn't a thing. That's the problem. Yeah, the problem is that the X11 is not even a part of the game. It's the X12 and Vulkan only, at least right now. Your headset is SSRTX 3 or which one? Yeah, exactly that one. This is the Bluetooth version. This headset has the what's the name of this? It has Bluetooth and cable, so I can be connected by Bluetooth and the cable at the same time, so I can hear my phone and the computer simultaneously. My phone via Bluetooth, my computer via cable. So that's why I got them, actually, because I want to hear my phone while I'm working on videos with the headset on. This is not sponsored. This is why I got the headset in the first place. But yeah. ¿Crees que con una 2060 llegue bien a 60 FPS? Sí, por supuesto. Creo que en alto debería llegar. No creo que tengas drama. La 2060 es bastante potente. Creo que es lo que recomienda NVidia para 60 FPS en 1080. Así que sí, la 2060, dale con fe. I was saying in Spanish that someone was asking me about the 2060, if the 2060 was enough for 60 frames on this game. And according to NVIDIA, to get 60 frames on 1080p on high settings, I think, you need a 2060. So yeah, probably that's your best bet for 60 frames. Is it came out? Yes, it came out 2 hours ago. On the Rockstar Launcher and the Epic Game Store. On Steam, it'll come out in around a month. Yeah, next month. So yeah, one thing to note though, despite I got it on the Epic Game Store because it was cheaper in my country, but you still need to use a Rockstar launcher, so no matter if you get it on Steam, on the Epic Game Store or whatever, the game will launch the Rockstar launcher and the launcher will launch the game. So you have two launchers in the background. Keep that in mind. It's like on Uplay. When you get a Ubisoft game, it launches Steam, that Steam launches Uplay and Uplay launches the game. It's just like that. 750 Ti, maybe tomorrow. I think I'm a little short on time. I have to get to a city in the game, so maybe for tomorrow. But I expect it to be 30 frames at 720p low settings if we are lucky. And well, if it needs to be below 720p, so be it. ¿Ya probaste la 50 Ti? Sí, rebobiné al principio. Corre 1080p bajo a menos de 30. A veces pegan 30. 900p bajo a 30. Y 720p medio 30, básicamente. Probably going to buy other PC to play this. Yeah, a lot of people are going to do that. I'm sure of it. ¿Cuándo directo en español? Y nunca. Por eso hago una mezcla. What's your rig? My rig is a Ryzen 5 3600 and a GTX 1660 Ti. I'm probably going to sell the 1660 Ti and get the 1660 Super because it's way cheaper and it performs almost the same. Thanks, NVIDIA, for killing the 1660 Ti. Talking English, my friend. Yeah, I'm doing both. Just be patient. I cannot satisfy everyone, unfortunately. But hey. Strange FPS drops on my Nitro RX 580 Nitro Plus. Yeah, same here. We were getting huge stutters. Not sure what causes those. Probably a problem with the game, as usual. I mean, I'm not defending Rockstar. I'm just disappointed. What is your headset? This is... I don't know how to pronounce the name of that. Hang on. I think it was... These are SteelSeries. Okay, the headset is SteelSeries Arctis 3 Bluetooth. Those are the ones. So it has Bluetooth and cable. You can use two devices at the same time. So I connect this to my computer using this cable. But I can connect using Bluetooth to my phone. So it gives me audio for both devices at the same time. That's why I got them. This is not sponsored. I purchased this headset. But yeah. What language and where are you from? I've been watching for a long time and I appreciate your videos. Well, thank you. I'm from Uruguay. Oh, one thing, I'm installing drivers now, as you can see. So yeah, I'll take a while. I'm from Uruguay and I speak Spanish. Spanish is my native language. Okay, we're getting some image. Wonderful. Okay. Let me check if this worked or it crashed. This sucks. Please work. I need you, AMD drivers. I need you. Okay, it works. Awesome. Because sometimes the AMD settings app crashes. Hello everyone, I'm Santiago and today I'm going to be testing the livestream Red Dead 2. Muchas gracias por los 50 pesos argentinos. Se agradece muchísimo la donación. ¿Todo bien por ahí? Sí, estamos ahí con el English. Así que vamos a reiniciar y entrar a Red Dead 2. I'm going to restart now the PC and jump right into Red Dead 2. So the status is going to be 1080p high. Just to compare with the 1060. Then we're going to aim for 60 and we'll have some fun. At least. Finally, some fun. Okay, so I'll launch MSI Afterburner. One other thing about the drivers. I'm using the latest drivers for Red Dead Redemption 2, both on AMD and NVIDIA. So yeah, how did the 1050 Ti perform? Well, the 1050 Ti got 1080p low settings, was mid-20s, low 30s, depending on what was happening on screen. Then, what else? Well, then 900p low settings was more on the low 30s range, and then 720p low was in the between 30 and 40 pretty much. So you probably can do 720p medium, that's what I think, for 30 frames per second. But despite being on low settings, the game looks pretty good. So I think Rockstar is trying to make the game not look like a potato on low settings, and that destroys the frame rate. But yeah, that's the state of the things at the moment. Test RTX 2080 Ti. Yeah, I cannot afford one of those, and it doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Anisotropic filtering 16, it's so many FPS. No, it's not. Anisotropic filtering X16 is not the same as MSAA. So no, it doesn't destroy the frame rate. It just makes the textures look better from an angle. You can see that on the consoles quite a bit. Try low, please. Yes, I'll do it in a bit. Give me some time. Okay, so now I'm into the game again. It's loading, as you can see on the screen. Finally. ¿Sabes algo con la RX 580 8GB? Mira, debería ser 10 FPS más de lo que vas a ver ahora. Básicamente. That 1050 run out of VRAM. The 1050 will probably run out of VRAM, but lowering the textures to the minimum should be helpful, to say the least. So yeah, I'd rather play GTA 5 than Red Dead 2 with lag. Well, yeah, of course. Okay, thank you for the 2... I don't know what currency is that. Australian dollars, maybe? Yeah, I think. Well, thank you, Nigel Yang, for the 2 something dollars donation. Thank you so much, man. Will i5 9400F and 980 Ti 16 gigs of RAM run this game? Yes, of course. Make sure that the RAM is on dual channel. That's super important for the game to take full advantage of your system. Other than that, the 980 Ti should be over the 1060. So yeah, it should be faster than what I tested. Probably 1080p high, 40 to 50 frames, maybe. I'm just supposing. Alright, let's put high settings. Yeah, no ultra, just high. I'm trying to be... Yeah, I'm trying to be just not super demanding with the game. If textures need to go below ultra, so be it, but I'll keep them on ultra at the moment. Okay. Alright. Little of detail, let's keep that on 60%. Thank you, Ramir, for the $1 donation. Highly appreciated, man. Good to see you here. Alright, so everything is on high now, apparently. Let me check super quickly. High. Yep, and textures on ultra, because why not? And I want to apply the settings. Why? Okay, alert. Require more memory. Okay, so the game doesn't allow me to select those settings due to the memory. I'll lower the textures then. Weird, that didn't happen on the 1050 Ti, and they had the same amount of VRAM. Oh, come on, I have to change everything again. Oh, thanks. Thanks, game. Alright, so let me put this on high. Yeah, that's so weird. That didn't happen on the 1050 Ti. And it has the same amount of memory. Whatever. Anyways. High. Yeah, whatever. Alright. Yeah, weird, it doesn't allow me to turn off that option like on GTA 5. On GTA 5 I could just disable that and the game wouldn't bother me. Alright, let's keep this like that. This is on medium. Jesus, man. So many options. This is a good thing, but It's getting annoying. Okay, everything on high, everything on high. Okay, let's apply the changes. Yeah, you have to download another launcher to play this game. Yeah, despite getting it on the Epic Game Store or on Steam a month later, it's going to require the Rockstar launcher, so good luck with that. Good effing luck. Yeah, I changed the soft shadows, sorry about that. Yeah, some of the settings are super sneaky, but yeah. You changed the textures to high. Yeah, because the game didn't allow me to use Ultra. It just told me, hey, you don't have enough VRAM. Which kinda doesn't make sense to me, because the 1050 Ti allowed me to select those. So yeah, not sure what's up with that. DX12 should improve the performance on both NVIDIA cards? Probably, I don't know. But yeah, probably. We'll find out once DX12 works, because it doesn't. At least on my end, it doesn't work. Maybe some people's it works, I don't know. I'll have to try that more tomorrow. I just wanted to get to the live stream, test the game of as many GPUs as possible. Sorry. And yeah. And get to the big city, St. Denis, I think it's called. But that takes an hour from the point I'm at right now. I had to lower textures because if not, the game told me, hey, you need more VRAM, man. I'm not going to allow you to change it. So yeah, for some reason that on GTA 5 they allowed me to change it. Here they don't. But hey, whatever. Yeah, whatever. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. Let's now go back into the game. Back into the game. Let's hope for over 30 frames. I'm expecting over 30 frames, way over 30. Run the benchmark? No, I won't. Sometimes the benchmark tools are not representative. Plus, sometimes the games crash after the benchmark tool. Yeah, I'm not sure why it says 3 gigs. That's kind of weird. But hey, whatever. Should I upgrade from 1070 to 1080 Ti? Yeah, sure. It should be a good improvement. Yeah, 1080 Ti is a fantastic card. I owned it. It was pretty fast. I prefer playing games on high settings. Okay, awesome. This is high settings, so you're set. Come on. Also, as I said, every time I loaded the game, it's running on an SSD. That's for some reason it takes too long to load anyways. So if you have a hard drive, good luck trying to load into the game in less than 5 minutes. Okay. Whoa. Another stutter like all my other cards. Wonderful. Please. Okay, so it's not an NVIDIA problem. Yeah, whatever. Save the game. So yeah, it's not a problem with NVIDIA cards. It seems to be a problem with the game itself. So yeah, on high settings we're getting over 30 frames per second. So yeah, this is a little better than the 1060, I would say, almost the same. Yeah, a little better. So yeah. Nice. Let's get to do some missions so I can advance. After doing this mission, I'll try medium. Because I need to get to the city, please. But yeah, this runs way better than the 1050 Ti. Of course, a Vulcan helps. But yeah, 64 seconds to load. Yeah, but it's on an SSD. 64 seconds is fine, but it's an SSD, man. Come on. And the game is 120 gigabytes. No, sorry, 112 gigabytes. If you have a, I don't know, 240 gigs SSD, you have to free up a lot of space. No stutter on medium settings? I don't know. Alright. Why did you set texture quality to high, but on the 1050 Ti set to ultra? I already said it. That's because on the 1050 Ti, it allowed me. On the 570 it said, hey, you don't have enough VRAM for that. Which is not true. I have enough VRAM for that. But the game just doesn't allow me. It says, if you don't have enough VRAM, then I won't accept your settings. The difference there is that on GTA 5, that wasn't a problem. On GTA 5, you just enable a setting that says ignore the limits of VRAM or something like that. And after that, well, you could put whatever setting you wanted, despite the VRAM, sorry. but I cannot find that here, so whatever. Just a thing I cannot do. But the RAM usage at least is below 8 gigabytes in this part. I'm not sure because on the very start of the game, a lot of particles and stuff, it was more than 8 gigabytes on this card, so I don't know. We'll see. I just want to get to the civilization. I keep facing a lot of FPS drops on my PC. I have a 2060, an i5 9400F and 16 gigs of RAM. Well, just make sure the RAM is on dual channel. Other than that, it should run fine. Con un i3 6100 sería imposible, ¿no? Y no sé, mira que no usa tanto CPU. No sé, tendré que probar. GPU bound? Yes, ultra GPU bound. Yeah, the GPU is the limiting factor. The problem is that the cursor is on the screen, that bothers me. It feels lazy, but hey, a lot of options on the menu, that's a good thing. And those stutters, those huge stutters are super annoying because they're ultra random. And I cannot do anything about it. It happened on the NVIDIA card, the AMD card. And a lot of people told me that they were facing the same problem, so whatever. ¿Qué cambio radical cuando hablas en español? Sí, hablo muy distinto en español. Will a 960 2 GB run the game? I'm not sure. I didn't test any 2 gig GPUs yet. But if you're going to try it, make sure to lower the textures to the minimum. 50 FPS con una 570. Whoa, I don't want to do that. Anyways, disable page file fix stuttering. Like a PUBG? Well, I'll investigate. Not right now, but I'll investigate. ¿Qué tal el Radeon 1660 Super? Y... déjame pensar. Y probablemente como un poco mejor que acá, diría yo, porque en la NVIDIA parece correr mejor en AMD que en NVIDIA, con Vulkan. ¿Crees que se pega unos stutters? ¿Por qué crees? La verdad que no tengo ni idea por qué. Voy a averiguar pronto, supongo. What do you think the difference will be between the 570 and the 580? Probably 10 FPS more on the 580. That's what usually happens. So here instead of 49 you're getting 59, maybe. And you can put textures on Ultra. That's a good thing. ¿Por qué se congela? No tengo ni idea. Me pasó con todo lo que probé. I think minimum GPU will be 960M for this game. Maybe. But probably not. For me, Vulkan problem. Well, for me the X12 doesn't work, so... let's hope for the best. Probably the Nuvo causes those shitty stutterings. I don't know. The CPU is not maxed out, and the Nuvo uses CPU, not GPU. I don't know. We'll find out. Approach to your horse and view the stored weapons. Gotcha. Let's not be practical at all. Oh yeah, a rifle. Sorry, a repeater. A repeater.
We'll circle around the far side and go down that way, same as my game.
But yes, you can see as always, this game in the prologue doesn't allow you to run. I'm just walking like an idiot. ¿Con qué placa está ahora? La RX 570. La AMD Radeon RX 570. I'm using the AMD Radeon RX 570. ¿Sabes qué, Wills? El GTA 4 corre incluso peor que esto porque ni siquiera aprovecha el GPU, el GTA 4. My game has zero stuttering, which is weird. Okay, good for you. I'm glad that some people are not experiencing stuttering. But yeah, the problem here too is that the X12 doesn't boot at all, which is disappointing. I wanted to try and compare them, but hey. Game is having SSE 4.2 instruction restriction. I don't know. It's not listed in the requirements, that's for sure. But it's not using a lot of CPU, at the very least. Okay, I can at least fall from these places. That makes me slightly faster. I'm being crouched also. Okay, that wasn't a good idea. That's hilarious. But yeah, is the Sonic 520 watt PSU is enough for Gigabyte 570 4 gigabytes? Yes, of course. It should be more than enough. Does the game look good? Yes, the game looks fantastic. I mean, it even looks good on the PS4, on the base PS4, which is where I played it. So yeah, the game looks amazing, even on low settings, which is concerning to say the least, because that means that maybe the game can look worse and perform better.
The way our luck's been running.
But hey,
Let's just get down there.
yeah, going crouch seems to be slightly faster at the very least.
Quick.
Will it work well with a 1660 Ti, i5-4460, 16 gigs of RAM? If the RAM is on dual channel, then I would expect 30 frames. Excuse me. As I was saying, I would expect over 30 frames. Not sure how that CPU would handle the game, but it doesn't seem to max out a quad-core just yet. Although this is a modern quad-core CPU that runs at 4 GHz, so that definitely makes a difference.
Okay, let's get in cover.
Alright. Finally we get to the shooting.
I can take this.
I'm shooting, Dutch. I'm shooting.
Kill these sons of bitches. Kill every last.
But yeah, one thing I have to stress, I cannot stress it enough, the controls are so much better than on PS4. No latency at all. And also these stutters are super annoying. I mean, look at how long the game took to recover from that. It was like 5 seconds. That's unacceptable.
Cabins to the right.
Headshot. But yeah, to the people that were asking, yes, the game does look amazing. That's for sure. But the stutters and, well, all that, pretty annoying. Yeah, I mean, look at that. I have to wait here for the game to recover. Okay, it's back. I'll make a coffee in the meantime. Oh, it's over there. Oh, hello. Yeah, just for the controls alone, I like the game much better here. Just for the controls. On the consoles I was forced to use auto aim because the free aiming had a lot of latency, I don't know, with the controller. Whoa, that looks so good. Also, I was expecting this game to have ray tracing. Good thing it doesn't. One other thing to not try. Yeah, I'm not going to loot anyone, I'm just going to go here because there are enemies coming. I know that for... okay, I screwed up. I had to wait for the enemies to come from that way. So let's restart the checkpoint. Hopefully it's not too far back. Vulkan API has stutter issues. Okay, gotcha. Okay, I have to do this again. Beautiful. That's great. Next time I'll just loot a corpse and wait for the enemies instead of going straight to them. I mean, the game doesn't even allow you to stray away from the checkpoints too much. I think there was a reviewer that complained about that the game is very restrictive about the missions. I can now see that that's true. I mean, I just walked like 3 meters away from the gang and the mission was over. And the stutters, wonderful stutters. Yeah, no warning for leaving the mission zone. You just... oh, just screwed up. Mission over. Yeah, hopefully we can fix that with mods. Hopefully. But I think it will be difficult to implement mods due to the Rockstar launcher. Super restrictive. If you change any file on the game, well, good luck trying to play. It'll just put it back to default. Alright, where is it? Where are ya? Oh, there you are. Sneaky bastard. Oh, okay. I didn't see him. I was just shooting a house like an idiot. 750 Ti, I'll do that tomorrow. Because I have to install the drivers again and I don't have a lot of time. Okay, I'm going to loot the corpse before I fail the mission again. Alright. Let's get some ammo. But yes, you can see the prologue is super long, super slow. Okay, finally, the enemies are back. Here they're probably invisible, I cannot see them. Oh, there you are. Boom. Okay, how the heck did I get him? Boom. Headshot. I'm sorry about the cursor on the screen, that's just an issue with the game. Super annoying.
I say we go at the bastards. Everyone with me.
Come on, not the stutters again. It was going so well. Where do you buy Red Dead? You can buy it on the Rockstar launcher on the Epic Games Store. But if you want to wait for it if you want to wait for the Steam version, that releases in a month from now. So my recommendation is you either get it on the Steam store or the Rockstar launcher, because if you get it on Steam or the Epic Games Store, you still need to use the Rockstar launcher, so you have no way to avoid it. So yeah, you either get it from Steam, because we all like Steam, or you get it for the Rockstar launcher, because you're still going to use the Rockstar launcher anyways. So yeah, basically it's that. You either get it on the Rockstar launcher, you have only one launcher running, or you get it on Epic or Steam, and there you have to launch the Rockstar launcher and launch the game. So yeah, up to you. Weapon wheel, items. Oh, I can heal. Okay, I forgot about that. Awesome. Oh, I have to. Oh, I forgot about the Deadeye. Okay, I'm an idiot. Great. What a novelty.
Good work, boys.
Thanks. Okay, thanks. I'm gonna get the Rockstar launcher. Okay, good luck. How many dollars? In my country on the Epic Games Store is $43, but on the Rockstar launcher is $59.99, so I wanted to save some money and got it on the Epic Games Store. Yeah, I don't like the Epic Games Store, but I don't have much of a choice. I wanted to save some money. But yeah, at least in my area in South America, it's way cheaper on the Epic Games Store. Probably going to be cheaper on Steam even. So yeah, if it costs the same on the Epic Games Store on the Rockstar launcher in your region, well, get it on the Rockstar launcher. Less launchers to keep in your desktop. But yeah, medium 60 FPS achievable on this config. I'll find out after this mission. After this, I'm going to swap to medium.
All of you. Not a man down. Good work, fellas. Not bad.
Okay, now I'm going back to camp. That'll make me do another mission, and after that mission, I'm going to finally be able to get to the main area. And that will take like 20 minutes because it's super slow. Thanks, prologue. And after that I'll just go straight into St. Denis. And that will be amazing. ¿Por qué se congela? No tengo ni idea, pero es una CAGADA. Some people are asking why it's stuttering. I don't know. Maybe a Vulkan thing, a game thing, a DRM thing. I don't really know. I'll investigate. But right now I don't have a clue of what could it be. Maybe a better CPU helps, but yeah. Cracked version will work without launcher and DRM. Well, here's the thing, when a game is cracked, you still have the DRM running. You're just fooling the DRM into thinking that you have the game, but there's no launchers. It's like DRM free, but you're actually running the DRM, but you're fooling the DRM. So yeah, the DRM is there no matter what you do. You cannot remove it from the game. That's something usually a misconception, to say it in some way, because you don't remove the DRM. It's just hard coded into the game, unless the developer goes in there and removes it, but I don't see that happening anytime soon. Who knows, maybe they crack it, but it won't remove the DRM, just the launchers. Do you have any startup issues with the game? Yes, on DX12 the game didn't launch. Oh, chase down that guy. I'll shoot him. What's the button for Deadeye? Deadeye, sorry. My Spanish gets in the way. Okay. Sorry, I had to kill a horse. Sorry to... Whoa. My aim is way off. Jesus, horse. Yes, you will. Alright. Let's get him. Yeah, I'm just trying to advance as fast as possible. I'm so sorry about the horse, guys. Don't look. Don't look. The X12 crashed. Yeah, Red Dead crashed on the X12. At least on my end. I tried that, excuse me, on the NVIDIA cards, AMD cards. It happened on all of them. So yeah, no way to escape the DX12 crash, at least in my PC. Maybe on your PC it works. Well, I hope so. But on mine is not working. And the stutters happened on all my configurations. So yeah. Okay, let's go back to camp. Okay, what about? Are the buttons okay? Yes, the buttons are fine. The controls are great. I'm not complaining about the controls, just the stutters, the DX12 crashing, and the mouse cursor on the screen. Ah, that pisses me off. Have you tried to set the priority high on Task Manager? I'll try it later. I usually don't like to mess with that, but I will. I will later. Let me first get this guy to the camp. Alright. Do you have frame drops due to the streaming? No, the streaming is being done on a separate computer. So this computer is just running the game, the computer you're seeing right here. But I have an entire computer separate doing the live stream using a capture card to capture the 570 PC. So yeah, the stream is not affecting performance in this case. This is exactly how it runs. But yeah, those stutters, the CPU gets maxed out. Maybe it's a DRM thing, maybe not. But as you can see, the CPU gets maxed out, then it goes back down. At least that stutter was quick. The other ones were like 5 seconds long. That was... yeah, it's annoying. That shouldn't happen. 750 I can run? I don't know. I'll have to try it. Alright, back into camp. Wonderful. Now we're getting 30 frames due to the heavy effects. Wonderful.
Here we are, you sack of shit. Let's introduce you to the boys.
Thanks Rahul Roy Karturtri. Sorry if I messed that up. Thank you for your generous donation. Radeon RX 560X will run the game? Probably. But you have to lower the textures to the minimum, and I'll try 720p. And thank you Hazy Die for the £1 donation. No, £1 no, €1 donation. Thank you so much, guys. You are very generous. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hopefully I can keep playing the game without more issues. Triple buffering off, try it on. I'll try it after I change the settings. RX 480 2K 2K maybe if you lower the settings. Do you think the 1050 Ti will get over 50 on high after day one patch? I cannot see the future. It's not looking good for the 1050 Ti. Are you from Spain? No, I'm from Uruguay. I'm from Latin America. My iGPU 1080p 60 on medium. Nice. Good for you. Okay, I'm going to save my progress. Just in case. You know, I cannot save my progress. Oh, great. Here we go again. Let me see if now I can do it. Now I can. For whatever reason. Yeah. Alright, let's try now medium settings. This will require me to restart the game, so I apologize in advance. This will take a little bit. So we keep global illumination on medium, medium lighting, medium shadows, medium far shadows, medium screen space ambient occlusion, medium mirrors, medium water, medium volumetrics, particles, tessellation, TAA. This is on medium, great. I thought it was on high. I think I changed it. I'm an idiot, sorry. Medium, medium, medium. No, no. Medium, medium. Okay, this a little lower. This on medium, 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 medium. And that'll make me restart the game, of course. Now, textures will stay the same. Stop asking about the textures, man. The textures are fine. The VRAM is more than enough for high textures. Changing the textures won't give us more FPS, just less VRAM usage. That's fine, that's fine. I see die. Even, I mean, everything counts. So I highly appreciate that you even wanted to donate. ¿Qué pasa con el DirectX 12? No abre. El juego crashea cuando lo trato de abrir en DirectX 12. 1080p medium right now. Sí, me pregunté si hablas español. Sí, hablo español. Sounds like Indian name. Santiago, maybe. But no, I'm not Indian. I'm all the opposite. I'm on the other corner of the world. The game is freezing for me for some reason. Yeah, same here. Wait, if you buy it on the Epic Game Store, is it cheaper? In my country, it is cheaper on the Epic Game Store. Portuguese? No, no Portuguese, but I barely understand it. So yeah, if you write in Portuguese, I might be able to read it. Hang on guys, I'm going to check if it's actually medium settings. Yes, high textures, medium settings, medium, medium, medium. Okay, nice. Let's get going into the game. Wish me luck. ¿Stuttering será por orden en la nube? No lo creo, pero nunca se sabe. Rest in peace 1060. Nah, it's fine. $59.99 for you. Well, yeah, then you should get it on the Rockstar launcher. Yeah, in my case it's $44.99 on the Epic Games Store. Rockstar Games launcher exited unexpectedly. Try closing the launcher, logging back in. It's kind of a mess. Yeah, the Rockstar launcher has some issues. Are you telling me the PS4 is better than the 1060? No, not at all. The PS4 has a lot of drops below 30, and it seems to be a mix between low and medium. It doesn't look, I mean, it looks good, but it seems to be highly optimized for that one. And also the PS4 is an AMD GPU. It has an AMD GPU and CPU. Alright. Whoa. Okay. Jesus. Let me see. Okay, over 50 frames on medium 1080p. This is better than the 1060 as far as I remember. I needed to use 900p for this on the 1060. But the 1060 could use ultra textures. G4560, I didn't try it yet, but I will. What's the download size? 112 gigabytes. Okay, I'll play over 50 frames. Maybe some tweaks will get it to 60. But yeah, I just want to play it at 60 like this. 50 to 60, better said. And finish this mission, get to the city, and that will make us see the real performance. So yeah. But yeah, this is pretty impressive actually. After seeing this on the 1060 but on 900p, it's pretty interesting how much Vulkan helps the AMD cards. This is pretty impressive, and if the game feels so smooth. I played this like a year on PS4. I mean, the difference this makes at 60 frames is ridiculous, but the stutters are super annoying. Yeah, the 570 performs better due to Vulkan. I'm sure about that. The good thing is that we can now play this on Linux, I think, with Vulkan. That's great for the Linux people. It's upscaled? What do you mean? Oh yeah, as you can see, those long stutters. Yeah, I'm not fond of them. 750 Ti, I'll try it probably tomorrow. Today I don't have a lot of time. Is the X12 better than Vulkan? I don't know. In this game, I don't know how it runs. I need to try it later, but it crashes on the X12 for me. Try the ultra textures again. I might later, not right now. But yeah, for some reason the game thinks I have 3 gigs of VRAM. That's not true. But yeah,
Been a wild few days, all right. That
stutters in
right,
GTA
Corsair
DNA.
getting stuck.
Yeah, pretty much.
Going out for China.
900p sharpening filter. Do you mean that PS4? Yeah, PS4 is
I wish I could have
900p. 900p or 1080p.
like that.
Although I think on PS4 is using some sort of upscaling technique like checkerboard, but it didn't look that good the first time around. After some patches, the game, at least in my opinion, looked better in the resolution department. But yeah, and as you can see, those stutters, yeah, fix that please, Rockstar. Are you using the new driver? Yes, I'm using 19.11.1. I'm using that one. This is the game ready driver for Red Dead 2. 1660 Ti. I'm using that to do the live stream, so no chance to do the 1660 today. But tomorrow or on Thursday, I'll be doing a video like usual. Don't worry, I'll be testing it. They fixed the launcher problem. Which launcher problem? Sorry, I'm lost. Do you think they had a patch to fix lag and stuttering? Hopefully, we'll find out soon enough. Which version do you buy of Red Dead 2? I bought the Epic Game Store version because it was cheaper in my country, but that doesn't matter at all because when you launch the game on the Epic Game Store, it launches the Rockstar launcher, and the Rockstar launcher launches the game, so it's the same, it doesn't matter. The only difference here is that you have two launchers running simultaneously, which sucks. It's like on Uplay. But hey, I mean, if you want to wait for the Steam version and you don't want to get it on the Epic Game Store or the Rockstar launcher, when you launch Steam, it will launch the Rockstar launcher. But I know you guys like to have it on your Steam library, so if you can wait a month. Okay, so this is the hunting tutorial. Oh, I don't want to forget the bow. Oh, it doesn't allow me. Okay. Is this game CPU or GPU heavy? At the moment, it's GPU heavy. At the moment. And CPU heavy when the stutters happen. When the stutters happen, the CPU spikes to 100%. It just stays like, I don't know, 5 seconds frozen. And well, that's how it goes. Let me see. Okay, the controls are fine. I don't see the tracks. The maximum graphics on 1660 Ti, probably over 30 frames. Okay, where are the tracks? Okay, here. Nice. Okay, the track is over there. Okay, there you are. Boom, headshot. But yeah, it feels so smooth at 50 frames. The problem is the stutter is pretty noticeable. Super annoying. But yeah, this is how you hunt deer in real life. You just run around following a marker and it says the deer is here and you shoot it with a bow and arrow. That's how it works. Yeah, the X12 is not working at the moment. Whoa, what happens? Okay. If you move around, for some reason the the HUD moves. Okay, gotcha. Okay, this mission is far smoother than I expected. Debes haber probado la 1060 en esta zona. Es mucho mejor optimizada que la otra. Pero ya lo probé en esta zona. La entrada del campamento fue donde probé la 1060, todos los ajustes. Y ahí probé la 570, iba a 60, la 1060 no iba a 60. Y era la misma zona. O sea, cuando llegue a la ciudad voy a probar de vuelta la 1060 y todo eso. Así que es por ahora, era para probar más tarjetas, porque no tengo mucho tiempo. Maybe stupid question, but do you use the latest NVIDIA drivers? Yes, I use the latest NVIDIA drivers. Right now I'm using the 570 with the optimized drivers for Red Dead 2. But yeah, no matter what GPU I'm using, the stutters happen. Those freezes that last like 5 seconds. Super annoying. But yeah, other than that, the controls are great. Yeah, I mean, this is not playable. Well, not playable. This is not comfortable. Who does like that? Nobody. I'm sure a better CPU will help. Maybe the stutters last less. Don't last as long, better said. But yeah, once I get to the city, I'll finally be able to rest. But yeah. Have you tried with i7? No, I don't have an i7, but I have an i5. I'll test that tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll be doing the i5, the 1660 Ti, all the usual stuff. I just wanted to show you how the game runs from the very start, because I want to go into one of the big cities. And once there, it's probably going to be very CPU bound. So yeah. Oh yeah, I mean, those stutters, unacceptable. Also, due to the stutters, the audio is out of sync, the voices of the characters. So yeah.
You're probably right. And even if we do get off here, what then?
Ultra is just a word. That's true. Can you please show with what settings are you playing? I'm using medium, 1080p medium. You can see that here. 1080p medium, it says. Alright, DX11, no option for DX11, only DX12 and Vulkan. Your CPU causes stutter, not GPU. Look at the CPU stats. Yeah, I told you that before. But it doesn't make sense. Why does it suddenly go to 100% and then back into the 50s? I mean, what makes the game do that? Maybe it's loading something, maybe it's a DRM, I don't know. I mean, I expect the i5 to do the same thing, be like at 20% usage, 30% usage, but then for some reason goes to 100% and back down. It happened to me in many Vulkan games before, but I'm not sure what's going on with that. Waiting for Steam version, keep the good job, RX 570 still rocking. Thanks, Man Leon, for the 50 Mexican pesos. Muchas gracias, Man Leon, literal. Muchas gracias. Pero sí, esperemos la versión de Steam. Va a ser lo mismo que esto, pero por lo menos está en Steam. Stutters are probably caused by a bunch of draw calls when the new geometry is loaded in. Yeah, that will explain the CPU going to 100% very quickly, but sometimes it happens even a couple seconds, every couple seconds. So I don't know, it's just something that calls my attention. DRM maybe? Yeah, maybe, I don't know. Maybe it's DRM, maybe it's draw calls. I don't know. And maybe on the X12 it doesn't happen, who knows. But especially in missions, it happens all the time. But yeah, super annoying. A lot of people told me that they were having this problem. But funny thing, they all had quad-core CPUs, so maybe it's the CPU. Some people say turning antivirus off helps with the X12. Well, I don't have antivirus running, so it's probably not that. Yeah, I'm waiting for the bear to get away. Come on, stop freezing, please. Stop freezing. Why stutter? Probably CPU. Not sure why though. DX11 will be better FPS. There's no DX11. There's no DX11. There's no DX11. Does lowering settings to low get rid of the stutter? No, it doesn't. I tried that already and it doesn't. CPU and RAM left. Why this stutter? Ryzen 5 1600 RAM better than i3? It should. But as you can see there, when the stutter happened, the CPU went to 100% all of a sudden, then back down. But yeah, it will be interesting to test a faster CPU. Hay que esperar que lo optimicen bien. Y bueno, tienen tiempo. Falta un mes para que salga en Steam, así que... Size of the game, 112 gigabytes download.
Something like that? You didn't expect this? What? Any of this? Blackwater mess?
On i5 for 4590, same thing. Okay, on that one, it's a quad-core CPU as well, so it kinda makes sense. So yeah, probably CPU. Game is new, guys. Not 100% perfect. Yeah. You say that, yeah, the game is new, it's not 100% perfect, it's just released. Awesome, yeah, great. But why am I paying then? I'm paying full price for a game that barely works. Well, barely works, that has problems. I mean, I get that they have to optimize it, and it's not easy to do, but you're charging people for this. The game is not free. If you're paying for a product, you expect it to work properly. I know software is not easy, but I don't know, maybe do a beta or something of the problem of the game or something, I don't know.
Oh yes, he treats me fair. Certainly do. Most of you do. And for a fellow with a black father and an Indian mother.
So a 1060 should do 50 to 60 on medium high with the X12. Bad launch for NVIDIA card owners, yeah. I didn't even know it had bokeh, and I found out just today.
How long have you been with these boys? More than why don't you run off? Me?
Oh yeah, as you can see, these early missions are super slow and annoying.
Since I was a boy. 20 years.
But yeah. How about a 1052 gigabytes? I don't know. Probably 720p is a good option. Lowering the textures is necessary. Does lowering the setting to low get rid of the stutter? No, for a second time it doesn't. La versión de Steam será la versión definitiva. La versión de Steam va a ser lo mismo que estamos jugando ahora porque corre en la launcher de Rockstar. It have ultra wide 21:9 support? I don't know. I'll try it out on my 21:9 monitor. This is not a 21:9 monitor, so I don't have the option. But considering that GTA 5 has the option, as far as I know, this one should as well. This mic look is probably beautiful on 21:9. What's the difference between the X12 and bokeh and FPS wise? I don't know. In this game I couldn't test it yet because the X12 crashes. Is this a standard edition? Yes it is. This is the Epic Game Store version, the standard edition. But again, it launches the Rockstar launcher anyways, so you don't have an option. What if you lower details? Nothing happens. Higher FPS, same stutter. Same 100% CPU usage spike. So yeah, that is super annoying. Please game, stop stuttering, please. I'm begging you. Guys, if you have weaker CPUs, then lower graphics. It will use more CPU. That exactly. Higher FPS, higher CPU usage. In this case, it doesn't seem to be that. It seems to be the game loading something or the DRM. But yeah. I cannot wait to get to the city area so I can be done with the stream. It's been 2 hours. This is probably going to take 30 minutes more to just get to the city area. But it will be interesting. I'm sure of it. ¿Realizarás un testeo con las 750 Ti? Sí, pero no hoy porque no me da el tiempo. Estoy muy limitado de tiempo. Can I play on Ultra RX 5700X and i9 9900K? Yeah, it should be fine. Just on spec 60 frames. That's how it goes. Okay guys, in this part I'm going to... What's the name of this? I'm going to have to skin this deer, and it's very graphic. I'm going to, just to avoid demonetization, you know, YouTube with demonetized videos, I'm going to hide it, so I apologize in advance. So I'm going to skin the damn deer. So yeah, excuse me for that, I just tried to protect my content. Thanks YouTube. Yeah, super graphic stuff. I'll try 900p in a bit. Give me 1 second, I wanna be done with this part and get to the city. Alright. Okay. Perfection. Yeah, poor deer, but well, we need to eat. Alright. I'm waiting now. You know, this narration cannot be skipped. Yeah, poor animal. I'm getting 15 to 20 FPS, high medium settings at 1066 gigabytes. Any ideas what I can do? What's your RAM? Is 8 gigabytes or 16? Is it on dual channel? That's important. Can I play on Ultra with RX 57? Yes, I already told you that you can. 1060 and 2600X, Borderlands 3 stutter. Because Borderlands 3 stutters on any computer I tried it on. Can finally skip. Press F in the chat for the deer. So yeah, now we're finally doing something else. I think we're going to rob the train. We're going to, yeah, rob the train now. So there's going to be a train mission. After the train mission, we're going to loot the train. And after the train, we're going to slowly get into the new camp. And after the new camp, I have to ride all the way to the other corner of the map. So wish me luck. I already did the 1050 Ti. Rewind to the start of the live stream. It's there. Windows 10 no está limpiando, Windows 10 no está limpiando la RAM en caché. No sé. Vamos a intentar después. How would the game work in Ultra 1060 Ryzen 5, 16 gigs of RAM? If the RAM is on dual channel, expect 900p medium 60 frames, 1080p medium 40 to 55, something like that. But yeah, it will be slightly better, well, slightly worse than this. Low settings later. I cannot change settings without restarting the game, so I'm pretty much screwed here. Puedes probar la misma configuración pero con 8 GB de RAM. Por el momento no es posible. Porque no tengo 8 GB 2 de 4, tengo una de 8 y eso va a estar single channel y eso va a destruir el rendimiento. The 1050 with i3 8100 and 8 gigs of RAM, can I play this game? I don't know. If the RAM is on dual channel, maybe, but you'll need to use 720p low settings to get over 30 frames, and I'm not sure if the textures on low will be enough to not go over 2 gigs of VRAM. No, I'm not doing that 750 Ti today. I don't have time. Sorry. Yeah, William, I'll show them in a bit. Be patient. Can you test 4K on or 1800p medium to see if we can get locked 30 frames? Maybe later. Not today. I just try to get to the city now. Okay, this runs better than the camp so far. Less effects on screen, makes sense. I cannot wait to get to the part that there's no snow. You'll look beautiful. Bravo Cato. 1080 Ti okay for 4K? Not sure. Not sure. Once I try the 1660 Ti tomorrow, I'll know for sure if the 1080 Ti can do something about it or not. We'll find out. Will that GTX and 88GB on Ryzen 5 3600X run at 60 on Ultra? I don't know. Maybe on the X12, if it works. Can I play on Ryzen 5 1600 RX 480? Yes, you can. I'm just on Vulkan. Alright, seems to be that the greener areas run worse, especially looking into the distance. Good. We're going to be getting a lot more of that once we get into the city. So the city is probably not going to be 50. And we got less stutters. Awesome, finally. Did you try borderless? Apparently it helps with stuttering. I'll try it later. The thing with borderless here is that since I have a 4K screen, borderless full screen will just put a window, a tiny window down there. And I want to show you full screen. So kind of a conflict of interest in there. So yeah, I'm going to jump to get there quicker. Yeah, you're always okay. Is it optimized? I don't know. That's a personal opinion nowadays, if it's optimized or not. So yeah, I prefer not to respond. Muchas gracias por el trabajo que haces. Nos ayuda mucho a saber cómo correr los juegos antes de comprarlos. Parece que falta optimización, ¿no? Muchas gracias Javier García por los 5 euros. Se agradece muchísimo la donación. Mirá, lo de la optimización es muy complicado decir porque hoy en día parece una opinión personal la optimización más que números. Por el momento es muy exigente con el GPU. Con el CPU parece que da esos tirones gigantes. Así que yo diría, considerando que el juego se ve muy bien, yo esperaba que no corriera bien. Pero no sé si es un tema de que estamos usando Vulkan con NVIDIA o que DirectX 12 no anda. Así que por el momento, para quedar bien con todo, yo diría que no está bien optimizado. Pero está usando mucho GPU. Yo prefiero que use GPU a que me limite el uso de GPU sin razón como Mafia 3. Y los tirones, eso como que, sí, eso sí es un problema de optimización. Así que sí, no te podría decir exactamente. Sorry about the Spanish, the long Spanish thing, it was a donation. Is the AI making everyone else's game look super blurry and muddy and textures like on character models? Yes, it does. But there's no jaggies, so it's a trade-off. You either make the game look blurrier, or you get jaggies. Up to you. The thing is that transparencies without TAA look terrible. The hair without TAA looks bad, the grass looks bad. So yeah. No. If you spam we want 750 Ti, well, you will be timed out. That's how it works. I already told you, I don't have enough time. You have to be patient. I'm sorry, but I cannot satisfy everyone, unfortunately. Any chance for 8 gigs of RAM? It went over 8 gigabytes at the very start. Now it says below 8 gigabytes. Items. Oh, I'm an idiot. Okay, so as I was saying, the game at the very start was using more than 8 gigs of system RAM. Now it says below 8 gigabytes on Vulkan. So I don't know, once we get to the city we'll know for sure. Okay, great. Hey Marco, this is no fuss, you know? I mean... Whoa, I screwed up. Sorry Lenny. I mean, no fuss, it depends a lot. On the consoles there's also problems, of course it's also more plug and play. But there's also a huge chance of getting a better experience on PC, so... That's fine, if you don't want to enter to config files, get higher frame rates or whatever, that's okay. Some people just like PC better. But the thing about no fuss, it depends on the game. This is a huge game. If you want, you just use the automatic settings. The automatic settings was a mix between medium and low. And that's it. But yeah, I have to agree about the no fuss part. I just don't care about that much. I prefer this over having no options for performance and all that. Just personal preference. There's somebody waiting for me here. Yeah, it was. How do... Oh, F. But yeah, I mean, I get that some people want no fuss on the consoles, but you don't get to choose the experience. That's what my problem is with the consoles. If we could choose between having 60 or 30, then I'm fine with the consoles. What about RTX GPUs? I don't know. Sí, alto palazo se comió. Okay, where are they? I don't even remember how to use the... Oh, okay, this is how. Oh man, I waited so long for a Red Dead game to come to PC. I used the Dead Eye option, despite that I have very accurate aiming. Yeah, it froze, the game froze. Yes, this is one of the things that won't happen on the consoles. On that I have to agree. But still, I prefer the PC. Personal preference. But yeah, this is what makes people get away from PC. They say, oh man, I don't want to get into issues. And that's fine, when you don't know much about computers, it's pretty heartbreaking to get a game and not working properly. Whoa, headshot. Ah, that's a friendly. Boom, gotcha. Oh, those are friendlies, okay. Alright. The port seems like a massive step down from GTA 5 and Max Payne 3. Well, think about it this way. Max Payne 3 and GTA 5 were developed for the PS3 and Xbox 360. This was actually made from the ground up for the next-gen consoles, which are not next-gen anymore. So yeah, the baseline for this game was a PS4 and Xbox One. GTA 5 and Max Payne 3 were made for the PS3 and the Xbox 360. There's a huge difference in the generations. I mean, it was to be expected that it was a huge hit to the performance in comparison to the other games. Because keep that in mind, GTA 5 and Max Payne 3 were PS3 games, not PS4 games.
Now, don't matter too much to us, but you boys in there might want to take a step back.
Seems good enough. Now light the fuse.
Here we go.
Yeah, I like the fuse. 4 cores for threads are dead officially for gaming now. I don't think so. The game still works. Yeah, it's not perfect, but it works. If it doesn't work, then yeah, it's dead. I'm just waiting for more cores to be affordable, pretty much. Come on, get out of the train, fellas.
Get on up and search that train.
Okay, I'm going to search the exact part that lets me progress the story, so I can get to the freaking city. What performance is he playing on? I'm using 1080p medium settings. Yeah, RX 570 owner, happiness noises. Yeah, pretty much. But once we get to the city, that will be the real test.
Oh yes, should be easy as cake.
Okay, I have to open this cupboard, this cabinet, sorry. This cabinet down here. And that'll give me what I need to progress with the story. And that texture on the floor is terrible, what the hell. Super muddy texture on the floor.
Okay, let's see if we can get
What's the average FPS on the 1060? Slightly lower than this. I'll say maybe 5 to 10 FPS less, as far as I remember. But I'll test it tomorrow more in depth. Right now, this is what I can do. Okay.
Okay, get on the train, quick. On it.
Yeah, get away from here.
Is I can all three. So behave. Come on, move.
We won't tell a soul, I swear.
Yeah, move.
If I hear so much as a footstep from this car, you'll end up like all your friends.
GT 1030? No, probably 720p if the game wants to. But yeah, I'll try the 750 Ti tomorrow. So yeah, that one should give us a good indication of how the 1030 runs. But yeah, this game is super GPU bound. So yeah. Where are you, mate? I'm here, mate. Pretty surprised that CI3 not struggling. Vulkan does wonder on CPU usage. Yeah, but when I'm riding on horseback, it stutters, so it seems to be CPU related. Okay, so that should be one of the last parts of this. One of the last parts of the prologue. So once we get out of this slow part, I can finally get into the open world. And get into St. Denis, which is the city I'm trying to get to from the start. It took me only 2 hours to get to this point. Change settings to high, please. No, high settings is 35 frames. That's what you want to know. I already tested high, and it was fine. But this is better. But yeah, it won't take much longer, I promise. No music. Yeah, my cat is trying to get out of my room. I forgot to get him out. Sorry about the audio. I disabled the audio completely because there's music and I don't want to get copyrighted. But after this part, I'm going to put the audio back in. DxO is it better something wrong with your system? Yeah, I wish. I tried it on 2 systems already and it was the same. So here comes the slow part again. Yeah. RX 570 OC, how good? Better than here for sure. Probably to 1400 MHz on the core. Let him out, bro. I will. Patience. Yeah, kitty, I'll be there. I put the wheel and I'll get him out. Yeah, almost there, kitty. Almost there. Bash the wheel. Okay. Just like when I'm trying to repair my car. Okay. Give me 1 second, guys. I'll get the cat out of my room. Okay guys, I'm back. The kitty is now free. Let's continue into Dam City. Oh yeah, as far as I can see now, this is worse than the start of the game. Or at least it seems to be.
So, yes. Indians in these
Alright.
got sold a very raw deal. This is the heart.
So yeah, this is the fastest I can go. Animal abuse? No, not today. Oh, no, he's fine. He just likes to sleep a lot, so he sleeps in my bed, at the far end of my bed. And I don't like to wake him up, so I wait. He was sleeping like 3 hours, so he's very patient. Yeah, I'll try the low preset once I'm into the city. Right now, that's not one thing I'll do. What do you think about the 1650? I think it's a waste of money at the moment because the 570 it's a thing, but there will be a 1650 Super, and that one, depending on the price, could beat the 570 actually. It should be 50% faster than the 1650 according to NVIDIA, so grain of salt. But yeah, if that one is much faster than the 1650, 50% faster like it says, and it costs the same, if that's the case, then it beats the 1060, it's probably closer to the 1660, and in that case it's probably worth purchasing. We'll see, but I'll wait for it. Of course, I'll get it for the channel and compare it with my 1060 and my 570. It'll be very interesting. Alright. Oh yeah, this is the boring part, as you can see. Ultra boring. Does Rockstar have a refund policy? If I buy it and it runs like ASS? Well, I don't know. But I know that the Epic Games Store has a refund policy. So I'm not pro Epic Games Store, I don't like the Epic Games Store. But I was able to return like 3 games without an issue. They don't ask any questions. If it's like on Steam. You have 2 hours of gameplay or 2 weeks of after the purchase. So yeah, just try it out. Send an email to Epic Games Store if you bought the game there and want a refund. But yeah, I know that Epic and Steam have almost the same policy for game refunds. I don't know about Rockstar. I think that Rockstar doesn't, but I don't know. Don't quote me on that. Is your headset Arctis 3? Yes, it is, and it's the Bluetooth version. So I can listen to a Bluetooth through Bluetooth and use a cable at the same time, so I can listen to 2 devices at once. Super helpful when I'm using the PC and want to hear my phone. But yeah, say hi to Pakistan, hi to Pakistan. I hope you're having a good time, guys. ¿Cada cuándo vas a la farmacia a buscar del verde? Y depende, trato de no ir todos los días, pero... Ah, ¿qué era? No, el verde no llegó todavía a mi estilo de vida. Will it run on a 750 Ti? I don't know. We'll find out tomorrow. But yeah, as you guys can see, I cannot go faster than this. Gotta love the introductions. But yeah, after I get to the camp, I'll be able to go wherever I want. So I'll be going to the city, and that will be fine. How did it run on the 1060? Slightly worse than this, pretty much. I'm not sure it's slightly worse. 5 to 10 FPS less, I think it was. Is it online only? I'm not sure, I didn't test that yet. I'm connected to the internet, so yeah. Okay, another stutter. Thanks, Stuttering Gods, for this. Yeah, as you can see, CPU maxed out when the stutter happens. How graceful. Oh yeah, I cannot skip that, so let's wait a little bit longer. Get paid online for more than 400 by only playing this game. Love your channel, it helps me a lot. Keep up the good work. Thank you, man. I will. Does this game support RTX? As far as I know, there's no RTX in this one. I didn't see any option for that. And the Stuttering Gods strike again, better said. You can play this offline. Oh, okay. I don't know. Awesome. Finally. Alright, finally in the camp. Many trees, a lot of grass, a lot of effects. Just what I was looking for. Yeah. Con una 1660, ¿cómo va? Probablemente parecido como va ahora, porque corre mejor en AMD. Almost there, guys. Almost at the camp. Almost there. He used a 6GB 1060, guys. Yes, I did. Exactly. I love your videos. Thanks. You can play Rockstar games offline after Rockstar Launcher. Damn it. I didn't know that. So apparently you cannot play this game offline due to the Rockstar Launcher. Thank you, Rockstar. Always improving our games and our experiences.
I hope so.
Okay, finally at the camp. Optimization, good or bad? It depends on what you look at it. If you have an AMD card, it runs pretty good. If you have a Pascal card, it's not that good, because, well, they're not as good on Vulkan and the X12. But maybe on the X12 it improves, I don't know. I couldn't make the game work on the X12 yet. So yeah, okay, completed chapter 1, finally chapter 2. Let me save my progress. Yes, I want to save. Now I can finally go to the city. So let's go to the horse. Also, I want a mod that allows me to remove the restriction of walking in the camp. I want to effing run in the camp. If I can get a mod for that, I'll be a happy fellow.
For the first time in weeks, nothing. We're free.
Yeah, I want to go. Let me go, Dutch. Come on.
Plan our own
End result with the 970 is probably going to be 10 FPS behind this one.
fate, or is it?
Go full walkthrough at this stream. Well, I don't want to do a full walkthrough. I just want to get to the damn city. It takes so long. I finally finished the prologue. The prologue is so effing slow. It took me 2 hours to get out of the prologue. And the city is something around here, as far as I know. There. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run and put the cinematic camera. I don't remember how to do that. Okay, cinematic camera. So the horse goes on automatic mode, it goes on its own. I don't have to do anything at all. So yeah, I cannot do anything else. Let me see. Okay, I can make the horse run at least. Awesome. So I'm waiting for it to get to the city. Are you streaming the spec device? No, I'm using a separate computer for the live stream. So yeah, the game runs like that. But yeah, it takes a little bit. Sorry about that, guys.
I don't think you should just be wandering around here, friend.
But yeah, I have to do this to get to the city faster. I just press shift, the horse goes on its own to the point I marked. Anyone know why the X12 isn't booting on video? I don't know. I tested 3 GPUs and none of them boot the X12 because the game crashes. I mean, I just get another message saying, hey, the game crashed. Do you want to go into safe mode? So yeah, no option for that. I mean, there's an option in the menu. You have to restart the game, but it doesn't go into the game again. I had to swap back. Thanks, David Archer, for the $5 Canadian. Thank you so much, sir, for the donation. 2700X with 5700 XT, 55 to 67 FPS, no stutter on my rig. Will you try a Ryzen 5 or i5 CPU today? I'm selling one and I'm curious to know if it will stutter. Tomorrow I'll be testing an i5 9400F. If that does well, I'll try the Ryzen 5 3600, which is my main computer. And I'll let you know in the video. In the video, in the analysis videos, I'll be explaining which CPUs stutter, which don't. Probably if you have more than 4 cores, it's fine. And I'm also going to be saying which GPUs run the game at 60, which won't get to 60. So yeah, that's pretty much my plan. So yeah, Ryzen 5 3600 and i5 9400F. Thank you, man, for the donation. Ryzen Radeon game seems like, yeah, agreed. Well, if it has a Vulkan, it's usually considered an AMD game. But I don't know. Vulkan or DX12, what's better for NVIDIA? In general, DX12 ran better for me on NVIDIA. In this game, I didn't get there yet. I couldn't test DX12. So yeah, I'll be knowing that in a little bit. Let me check where I'm at. But yeah, usually the NVIDIA cards run better on DX12. Usually. Alright, let's keep it going. I'm going to put the cinematic camera again, so it goes on its own. This guy cares about the video gamers. Yes, I do, because I'm one too.
Let's go, boy.
Oh, okay, the horse doesn't want to run. Sorry. Sorry, horse. As I was saying, yeah, I care because I used to have my questions about PC, and very little people on the internet wanted to help me. So I said, hey, maybe I can help people now that I know more stuff. So yeah, that's what I tried to get it done quickly. Can't you benchmark the 750 Ti? Today I don't have any more time. I want to get to the city, change the settings a couple times. Jesus. Change the settings a couple times, as I was saying, and then be done with the video. I'm sorry about that, guys. But yeah, there's not much that I can do. Much more. Okay, the city should be all the way in there. Not much longer, better said. The worst numbers I saw with these settings so far were 48 frames in the prologue. So yeah, hopefully if the city goes over 48, we're fine. You're welcome, Patrick. How did the DX12 compare to Vulkan? I missed your explanation. In this case, usually on the NVIDIA cards, DX12 versus Vulkan, DX12 runs better on the same game. Okay, hang on, guys. This is not where the city is, it's up there. As I was saying, in general, games that offer both options allow me to... what's the name of this? Usually run better on the NVIDIA card using DX12 than Vulkan. On the AMD card it's the opposite, Vulkan runs better. But in this case I couldn't test DX12 because the game crashes when DX12 is enabled. So yeah, at the moment I cannot know for sure. I'm just feeding the horse so it runs faster. I think it's the other way around. I'm kind of lost now. Hang on, guys. Okay, I'm good. I'm going the right way. Perfect. Is a 570 performing better than the 1060? Yes. In this case, Vulkan on the 1060 versus a Vulkan on the 570, I saw higher numbers on the 570. So then 580 should be better than the 1060. But I don't know how the 1060 runs on DX12, so maybe DX12 gives it a good boost. I don't know. I'll have to try it out later. If DX12 even works in the first place. That's the thing. Okay, I can already see the smoke of the city. So remember, guys, if we are getting 49 frames, below 49 frames, then the city runs the worst. So once we get into the center of the city with all the NPCs, all the cars or whatever, we'll be getting a better idea. Also, the CPU usage seems to be higher than when we were out and about. So yeah, finally in the city. Jesus, that took 2 hours. I don't know why the X12 isn't booting, and I should have paid attention. Oh man, sorry horse. Sorry. I'm so sorry. I screwed up. Yeah. I'm sorry. Hey. Oh, come on. Not now. Easy boy. Yeah, this happens all the time in the game. When you don't pay attention, you get into a tree with the horse. Let's feed him. The poor thing. Yeah, I'm so sorry, man. I didn't want to do that. Yeah, I love you. Please take me to the city. Yeah. I love you too. Alright. How dare you? Yeah, it wasn't on purpose, I promise. I already updated NVIDIA driver. Okay, finally into Saint Denis. I can already see more consistent frame times, sorry. But we're not into the into the center. Yeah, shut up. Animal abuse again. Sorry. It wasn't my intention. Okay, yeah, this runs worse than the beginning of the game. We're below 49 frames. And the CPU usage is way higher. We're now hitting 100%. So yeah, definitely this is the place I have to test the game at in the final videos. Look at the CPU usage. In the wilderness it was like 50% or 60. Oh, Jesus. Okay, I screwed up. But yeah, this is the place where I have to test performance. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, I get to the city and I screw up the second I step my foot into it. Okay, let's get a tonic. But yeah, as you can see, the city uses much more CPU. Oh, and thanks Kaushik for the 70 Indian rupees. Is it Indian rupees? Sorry if I screw up on that one. Should I go Ryzen 3 2200G or i3 9100F with the 570? It depends on the price. If the price isn't too far away between the CPUs, get the i3 because you're not using the integrated graphics. But yeah, I will go for the i3 if possible. It's a faster CPU from the get-go. Okay, I respawn into the city. That's fantastic. I can save the game here. But yeah, the city is way more CPU bound, which is what I was expecting. That's why the consoles struggle in this area. And there's a good hit to the GPU as well. So yeah, I think this is a good place to test the game. No music. Dude. No music. Jesus. But yeah, I mean, I'm going to try lowering the resolution. Let's see how much FPS we can get from this CPU. So we're going to swap to 720p. Yeah, I'll try low settings, but give me 1 second. I want to try... Oh, Windows, come on. Windows. Jesus, Windows. I don't give an F about the assist options. Windows, come on. Status, 720p medium. So let's see how many FPS we can get. Let's remove this. Alright, so over 70 frames here, over 60. As you can see, the CPU is limiting everything. So yeah, this CPU can get over 60 in this city when you're fighting, at least. But there can be stutters when you're moving around. Pretty annoying ones. And yeah. Pretty good. Whoa, what the hell? Gotcha. I only have a revolver. I forgot about this thing. Whoa, dead. I'm going to lower the settings to low now on 1080p. So I can see if I can get more stable 60 frames. And after that, I'm going to end the live stream. Sorry guys, I cannot swap GPUs again because it takes a long time for me to install the drivers again. I don't have a lot more time. It's been 2 hours and 40 minutes. I have to eat, I have to do other things, unfortunately. But tomorrow I'll be doing a more in-depth video, that's for sure, on more GPUs, CPUs, so you can see what's going on. And after doing that, well, you'll see how the game runs exactly, which is what we wanted to know. And I already know that I can get to the city very fast, 2 hours. So yeah. And I'll be doing the 750 Ti tomorrow. Whoa, that's not what I was looking for. 1 second, guys. But yeah, I'll be doing the 750 Ti tomorrow. Right now, it's not possible. I don't have a lot of time. So apologies, but I cannot do everything. So let's put everything on low now. Low, 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 low. I'll put textures on ultra as well. For some reason the game thinks I only have 3 gigs of VRAM. Thank you, game. I appreciate it. This is on low already because I touched the options above. Okay. Of low, 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 low. We don't care about this. There's no TAA, so that doesn't work. Draw distances below. Okay, early, medium, or high. Did you crack it? No, there's no crack. I bought the game, believe it or not. I'm always buying games. So much money I spend on games, but it's worth it. I like doing videos. Alright, I'm waiting for the game to boot again. 1 second, guys. Make texture low. No, making textures low doesn't make a difference. Okay, it's fine. If I put textures on low, it uses 2.5 gigs of VRAM. It doesn't make any FPS difference at all. Please inform yourselves, guys. Compared to consoles, how? Whoa, message retracted. Okay. Do a public vlog video sometime. We want to see your daily life. That's not that kind of channel. I'm only doing performance stuff. So sorry, but no. Is this game poorly optimized? I don't know. It uses a lot of GPU though. Game has DX11, no DX11. Did you try high in the city? Not yet, but that will be for tomorrow. I mean, if you remember when I swapped to medium settings, it was already 50 to 60 in the wilderness. So the city only added more CPU usage. When I got to the city in the first time and there was a lot of smoke, yeah, there it dropped a little below that. But after that it was fine. I mean, inside the city itself uses more CPU, yes, but on the GPU side it was okay. So it's probably going to be 30 frames. Of course, tomorrow I'll show you, for example, in the video of the 570 will be 1080p, how to get 60, how to get 30, then 900p, how to get 60, how to get 30. That's pretty much my modus operandi. Whoa. The game did not finish loading. Okay. I'm invisible. Flashbacks from Assassin's Creed Unity. That's hilarious. Okay. So as you can see, using low settings, okay, there's volumetric effects on the screen, volumetric effects, yeah, particles, volumetrics and stuff on the screen. This is more GPU related, but as you can see, the GPU is not even close to 90%, it's on, well, now it's on 80. So yeah, low settings doesn't make a lot of sense to me, you're still dropping below 60 frames per second. So yeah, maybe medium makes more sense on this card if you want 60 frames. I mean, low looks worse, doesn't look bad, it looks worse than medium, but it doesn't look bad. But at the same time, it's not a huge difference. This is pretty much my medium settings performance. So yeah, it doesn't seem to be worth a try to go for low. Medium makes more sense in this case. I'm not cheating, I'm Uruguayan. Cuyo botella en low, sí, en low el CPU se va al joraca. Yeah, as I was saying, the CPU on low, yeah, it's even worse because we are CPU bound now. Alright. Let me try a few. I'll save the game again. Just because. And I might try a cheat or two to get better weapons. Maybe that's a little more fun. But yeah. Give me 1 second, or RDR2 cheats, because there's a cheat mode in the game. That'd be interesting to do. While I look for the cheats, I'll walk. Okay, I'm looking for weapons. Alright. Okay, death is silence. That's one of the codes. So you go to settings, you press shift, and you can write a cheat. So the cheat is death is silence. Oh, it stutters. Yeah, the game doesn't like me to use this. Okay, stealth weapons. I unlock the cheat. And it says, by activating a cheat, you relinquish your ability to save single-player game progress and unlock single-player accomplishments. Yeah, whatever. I already saved. Alright. Let's see my weapons. Okay, I have a bow now, but it has explosives. How do I choose? I don't know how to swap. How do I swap to the... Oh man. Well, there were explosive arrows, but for some reason they're not here. I cannot swap. Whatever. Gotcha. I'll try the basic weapon option. The basic weapons are probably more interesting than a bow. It's called A Simple Life. A Beautiful Death. Whoa, so poetic. Nice. So I disable this one, so I go back into the game, so the weapons disappear. Then I go back into the cheats and I enable the cheats I want. Alright. Let me see. Oh, okay. Now I have a good one. Hell yeah. Much better. Headshot. Yeah, now that there's less people on the street, I can get into the 70s, as you can see. So probably combat is something I need to save for later. Oh, I have Deadeye. I forgot about that. Yeah, shoot through walls, whatever. It works. But yeah, aiming in this game in comparison to the PS4 is so much better. No latency on the controls whatsoever. I still fail, as you can see. But yeah. Es normal que corra 4250 en medio de una GTX 70 y un i5. ¿Qué estás usando? Vulkan. Está en dual channel la RAM, porque si no está en dual channel entonces tiene más sentido. Y muchas gracias Agustín por los 50 pesos argentinos. Muy amable. Se aprecia muchísimo la donación. Let's see. Can you cap the FPS to test it out? Yeah, sure. Let's cap the frame rate. Let's see. I don't have it set it up. Give me 1 second. Let me cap the frame rate to 60. Let's see. Okay. So the frame times are better. Not perfect, but better. But yeah, it improves, but not that significantly, I would say. But yeah, medium. In this case, medium settings makes a lot more sense. You put more stress on the GPU, the CPU will stay at pretty much the same frame rates. So yeah, I mean, medium settings 1080p seems to be the best compromised experience, to say it in some way. But yeah. One more time, GTX 1050 Ti. No, there's no time to swap GPUs. I'm sorry, but there's no fast way for me to swap them. I'm just going to be done with this. After I die, I'm finishing the live stream. It's been almost 3 hours. Ah, estás usando DirectX 12 y la RAM está en Dual Channel. Ok, en Vulkan, ¿cómo funciona? ¿Te funciona mejor en Vulkan? Yo DirectX 12 sabes que no lo pude ni abrir. Y muchas gracias por los otros 20 pesos argentinos, se aprecia muchísimo la donación. Pero sí, si probaste los dos, capaz que con Vulkan anda mejor. El principio mira que es re exigente la primera misión. I capped the frame rate to 60 just now, that's why the frame time is locked at 16.6 milliseconds. So yeah, it definitely improves with the frame rate cap, but not perfect. Depends on what's going on, of course. Oh, that works, okay. Gotcha. Oh, no more Deadeye. Oh, okay. A cap to 45? Nah, I mean, I'll do it in the meantime while I say goodbye. 45. I mean, in this case, just use medium settings. Low settings in this case doesn't make a lot of sense. The 1050 Ti didn't do so well. 1080p low was below 30 frames. Alright, I'm outside of the city again. Not so far away. I'm in the city now. But yeah, 1050 Ti needed 900p low to get 30 frames per second, so it's definitely not good. Yeah, as you can see, 45 is way better. But yeah, I mean, at this point, just medium settings. Or high, even a mix between medium and high will make more sense. But yeah, the CPU usage, as you can see, is no longer maxed out from the get-go. So yeah, but it feels weird at 45 for some reason. I don't know how to explain it. It feels inconsistent at the same time. Anyways, so that's Red Dead 2. I'll be doing more videos on it tomorrow. In the city, shooting stuff, not shooting stuff on different CPUs, on more GPUs, 1050 Ti, 750 Ti, 1060, 1660 Ti, 570. And that's pretty much it. But yeah, high settings if you want 30 frames on 1080p. But yeah guys, I ran out of time. It's been 3 hours. Thanks for sticking around. The biggest live stream I ever did. It's been like 3,000 people at the peak, which is insanity. I never had that many people watching me. So thank you so much for watching the live stream. Yeah, there's tax should pop in. But it seems to be when you load the game for the first time. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this live stream, for the donations, or everything. And I'll see you next time. Bye. See you tomorrow. Thanks for watching.